it's all about it. So much that I had to make a song about it. Correction hurts like a scriptures cutting through bones and through cartilage. I know when it gets hard, some people gon' leave again, but those the ones that always act funny comedians. Type of person that I hope I don't turn into. Ashes I really hope I don't burn into. Who will you turn into? For real. It's something we gotta think about, you know? Yeah. You said you made us, we're gonna make another. Tough love is supposed to make you tougher. You play games, man, I had a Nintendo like that. I can see straight through you, I got windows like that, yeah. Some people really die, some people fake dead. Some people break bread, some people ate bread. Some people don't last, some people starve for a day, some people fast. Look, you gotta pay attention to that last part. Just cause you have a heart, don't mean you have heart. That might sound mad harsh. This the end of my verse, but ain't the last part. You know, you gotta watch out for the Judases. You know, you got people hating on you, you know, they got hatred in their heart and they can't overcome it. You know, they say bad things about you, they be like, he ain't flying, he just falling with style. Me, mega nigga, and then call it a smile. Take care of my own, no infidel. I be born again, became a child. We not an R&B group, but we the new edition. Went from boys to men, you still a boy band. You could play the back streets, and when y'all in sync, if you ask me, yeah. You know, if you want to see the difference between real and fake, you just gotta wait it out. You know, you gotta wait for it to manifest, you know. Or sometimes you can see it from coming a mile away. I'd rather die old than die a nigga. Birds of a same flock. Still gotta watch out who be flying with you. You gotta change your lanes to get a bigger picture. We walk the same path, but got on different shoes. We in different buildings, but got the same views. We got the same goals, we can't lose. Turn on my people is something I won't do. When I was keeping Sabbath, you was in the club. Lights out when he show up now. Lights out when he rolled up. When Christ come, everything shut down. So there's no place that I'd rather be, no place that I'd rather see, no king that I'd rather want king, yeah, 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 yeah.
No place I'd rather be, y'all. No place I'd rather be, y'all.
When I was young, but he died for the kid. Locked up, put in jail, no one did my bit. I was blind, now the spirit put my eyes open. Now I'm fine where I'm at, nothing better than this. Hey, better than this. Nothing better than this. Yeah, better than this. Look, nothing's better than this. Oh, oh, I don't need to hit the club no more. My foes no more. No, no, no. I don't need to hit the drugs no more. No, no, no. I'm trying to find what I really want. Nothing else feels much better. All my sins, yeah, I had to let them go. Hey. Better than this, nothing better than this, yeah, better than this, look, nothing's better than this, oh, I don't even hit the club, fixing, hey. Pour me on the ride, now we finna mix it, hey, hey, hey. I keep trying for you, keep grinding for you, never lying to you. Hey, better than this. Nothing better than this, yeah. Better than this, look, nothing's better than this. Never been dipped in water, but how that boy so clean? Yeah. They say you can't keep the laws, what the hell that supposed to mean? Stupid. Y'all should not kill my vibe. I drive right by the ocean, I call that ocean drive. They want me down and out. My world is too different, they world is heating up. Cause when I slow it down, it just starts speeding up. I open up like Moses, this is only for the chosen. Some people they act so cold, damn, no wonder why it's snowing. I changed, I'm not the same. Started off right where the flow is. I put a friend up on my shirt and man, that thing start glowing. Gotta get to it, I do it. No Nike check-in, just do it. I don't even do it for a check, I just do it. Store my treasures in heaven, you stupid. Plus, where would it be? You can't be the kid or be taken by thieves. Some gotta fall, now I'm breaking the leaves. I hope I don't fall, ain't tryna leave, nah.
Yeah, wash me thoroughly from my sins, immaculately within. Need power from the Father, I'm clay and you're the potter. I just need your water. The more water rides, the more I grow. So make me clean whiter than snow. I'm kneeling at your shore, Lord, I just need more. You know when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. You know when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. You know when it rains.
My life is just like a computer keyboard. Cause when I hit shift, I had to delete, and then I escaped out of this world. Can you relate? I am a shark, you were just bait. I am a lion and you just be lying. I got an angel with me, I be flying. I know deliverance come out of Zion. We saving Israel and not Private Ryan. Putting in work till my flesh turn back to earth. Oh, my flesh turn to another meaning. We changing the instant. I can give you the ingredients. Faith and some repentance. I got Satan on my hit list. I got Edom on my hit list. I got Moab on my hit list. And no, this is not a wish list, it's a promise. To bear your cross, you know you gotta die, I'm being honest. I know the truth hurts, but in the end, I know he promised that.
Wash me thoroughly from my sins, immaculately within. Need power from the Father, I'm clay and you're the potter. I just need your water. The more water rides, the more I grow. So make me clean whiter than snow. I'm kneeling at your shore, Lord, I just need more. You know when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. You know when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. You know when it rains.
I got the power, come on, and the whole world in my hand. You want this power. My hair made of wool, it's nappy as hell, and that's my power. They hate on my skin, I'm black as hell, and that's my power. put a white face on it. I tell you, like Bambi, how dare you? Sheesh. We was made from the soil, but we not soil. We was made from the dirt, but we not dirt. They whitewashed the greatest image they had to. If I got cancer from the sun, I'd be mad too. I wear my melanin, I ain't got any tattoos. No ink on me, no markers. I'm light skinned, but shit, I wish I was darker. This time I'm doing it right with no author. Keep pushing, go harder. Yeah, keep pushing, get smarter. Like, I got it. Rest in peace to Mohammed. Rest in peace to your Christian church. That body's filled with embalming. I know that they gon' hate on me, but I'm just speaking Ebonics. Yeah, your church I cannot sit through. Leave me alone. I love myself and my big nose and my nappy ass head that a comb can't get through.
My hair ain't wool, it's nappy as hell.
She live on the corner, and she ain't got no man. Bet every night she gets down. Nice ass and waist, just to waste your ass. You fell for the okie doke. I know you wasn't supposed to poke. Wow. And she lives in hell. Took his breath, now he can't inhale. Flattered lips, yeah, it made him yell. I know you wasn't supposed to poke. Whoa, 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 whoa. She don't wanna dance, she wanna take your life. Whoa, 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 whoa. She don't wanna dance, she wanna take your life.
Are we still sick when our masks up? Are you still safe when your trials come? Are you gon' eat in that famine? Are you gon' flee when that blast? Some of y'all like y'all Peter in the pan. I rather leave mine in the past. Shoulda never looked when she passed. Shoulda never glimpsed at the end. First night could've been my last. I found love in my last. I found Christ in the glass. I break bread on the Sabbath. Warning eyes that she know me. Deal with the old me. But I'm holy.
I ain't tryna burn with your ass.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I ain't
whoa.
tryna burn with your ass.
She don't wanna dance, she wanna take your life. Whoa, 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 whoa. She don't wanna dance, she wanna take your life. Public announcement, look. I'm at the top like a tower. You couldn't last for an hour. Bet when it rains, I'ma stay dry like a towel. I'm after you like a vowel. It is what it is. This the New Testament, dog. You shouldn't mess with a dog. The color of Christ. You shouldn't mess with a dog. Heathens a mess of my God. I ain't for your mouth, ain't for your head, ain't for your leg, ain't for your shirt. Aim at your clout, you put me in chains, I ain't gonna pout. You push me down, I ain't staying down. You push me out, I ain't staying out. You can't turn us down, my speaker too loud. Here's with a circle, we coming around for real. Please don't push me, I'm right off the edge. Doing things to try to get ahead. But this flight ain't aiming at my head. When I die, my son reign in my stead. We gon' stay ahead. Even if I die, I bet my son gon' take revenge. Don't know what you talking about, they hating on the head. I done took a pledge, I done took a pledge. I Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. We broke the bread. We broke the bread. You know the rest. You know.
Got my original Ultron. Yeah. I left for my business unfinished, but it won't diminish my legacy. Go on. Take over my battles like Gohan. The heathen been under my arm like a roll-on. What? I bet they gon' hold on. What? They certain they right with their mind and I'm thinking they so gone. The Lord had commanded that I can avenge or the big grudge and exacting revenge, but they not my kin. So when they end, I'm at it again like a sequel to Friends. Gave them more problems and took all the land. They gave us affliction and broke all our bands. Raising the prince, got made me a king. I'm grieving my enemies, teaching my kids, I know they vex. I've been meditating on the scripts, teaching all my children how to live. You better do the same before you
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
When I die, my son reign in my stead. We gon' stay ahead. Even if I die, I bet my son gon' take revenge.
To start your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 34 seconds.
Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. We broke the bread. We broke the bread. You know the rest. You know.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's that time again. Yeah. Ya la hora. You know, power hour. Ponle atención, class is in session. Tune in for an hour, maybe more, that's a blessing. Learn from the captains and the leadership. Flee from religion, cause them churches never teaching everything you learn for your benefit. Line upon line is a requisite. Never take a deficit, yeah. That mean you take a loss if you stray from the way. You get the understanding if you study every day. Apply what you learn and bless when you pray. There's one interpretation, man, it's say what it say. Ya viene el tiempo, entra para el templo. Aprende del maestro con talento. La Biblia es el centro, usando a Israel como instrumento. No te pierdas en doctrina como viento. Estudia y ora y aplica. Tiempo para Dios, ven, hace una cita. Escritura dinamita, morenos y hispanos israelitas. Oye cómo explica Israel unido en Cristo para la vida, nunca se divida. Tune in, it's the power hour. Learn your family history, don't be a coward. Yeah. Tune in, it's the power hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, history to learn. It's the power hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it ain't no mystery. Power hour. The 11th hour. You gon' know your true history. 11th hour. Power hour.
Shalom, shalom. Welcome to the Power Hour Plus.
Yeah.
I was just looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
I had a thought.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
Oh my God.
I'm Deacon Joshua,
Officer Shia.
Officer Ruvain.
Officer Tobias.
aka Toby McGuire,
In the building.
In the booth.
but not Spider-Man.
Damn.
Peter Parker.
Eminem got a new song
Before he
called Toby.
before he got bit.
Dang.
Damn, so you just regular.
You Peter Parker before you got bit.
You got to leave room for the build-up, for the climax, for the superhero to
Been
evolve.
too many years for that.
Damn, you went in that multiverse where you got bit.
Oh, snap. I see what you did
deep.
there. I see what you did there.
Shalom, family. Most High Christ bless y'all.
We back.
Man, we back
And there's
in
another
that thing.
storm on the way.
Right.
Most High Christ bless y'all. Right, but I don't think it's gonna be rain. They said it's just a dust storm.
Yeah.
It was dust on where I was.
Another haboob.
Same,
Hey,
same
listen, we only got 135. It takes us like an hour sometimes to get like another 100 to 200. We gotta get this thing.
Rolling.
Oh snap! Princess Court got fire. She said, you notice how Peter Parker got bit for a female, too.
Damn.
I thought we went
my
back.
God.
I thought we went back, Princess Court.
That's what you
Lord
get
have
for not
mercy.
liking jalapenos.
Damn.
Oh, jalapeno.
She can keep her jalapenos.
Oh,
Damn
bro.
it.
That was actually
Damn.
good, bro.
That was
Crazy.
like my level good. I don't know
Damn.
how I missed that.
Oh,
I usually never miss.
Sheesh.
Damn. That was fire.
wow.
Man.
Hey, come on, y'all, share the show.
Yeah.
Share the show.
There we go.
Go click that share link. Look, there's 143 watching, but only 76 likes.
Cloud, have mercy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Hey, tell us where y'all from in the chat. Let's get it. What's happening?
They said, nah, they ain't coming back
Oh,
on
you
this
back?
week.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Dang, where were you at?
Where were you?
Oh, I was a little under the under the
Why?
weather.
Why?
Yeah.
You don't know.
People get sick. I don't know.
Because you didn't watch the show. When your back hurt,
You know, you're right. Okay,
day
you're
your
right.
back hurt,
Yes.
you didn't watch the show.
I did not watch the show. I did not watch the show.
Don't worry, I wasn't gonna say the other thing about eating. I have some discretion,
Hey,
bro.
you gotta watch your diet. You gotta watch your diet,
I have some discretion.
man.
You know?
Dang.
So, how's everybody been?
Roo.
We're not doing that. We're not doing. We're not doing that. I'm
Hey.
glad to be back.
Look, I'm gonna start you with this. We were just watching this before we went live, just to remind you that Christianity ain't.
Yeah, roll that.
Oh, we're doing that one?
Let's do that one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. They be listening to us when we talk. He don't got it ready. I said we're gonna do it.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Cloud, have mercy.
let's get
What are you
it.
telling me about couples who could agree on four
What's
major
this?
things? I
What
didn't
is
ask for that.
this?
What if?
There you go.
Okay. Just so y'all
Is that
know.
a walker?
Yes. You
Just so
never
y'all
noticed.
know that Christianity is bugged out.
Right.
All right, go ahead, play this.
I feel the rain. 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 It's raining all over me.
Just wait. It's gonna turn up.
I'm moist.
Cloud, have mercy.
Hey, yo. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am. Rain all over me. I'm saturated.
Saturated. Bro, why does it sound like one of your songs?
Right.
Why does it sound like one of the main songs,
Wait a
bro?
minute. What is happening? Wait a
Rude
minute.
roommate.
Wait a minute.
I'm
What is going on?
moist.
I'm saturated.
I'm saturated.
Oh, Lord.
must stay focused, bro.
What is happening?
I wasn't ready for that
Damn
one.
it. Oh my
Yo,
God.
this sound like when he released his album, when he was doing his self-will thing,
Right,
and he
right.
released his album, and he chilling in the car. He's like, hey, I'm a. He said, look, he was doing the lean back. He said, he went in the car. He said, you know I can't sing, but I'm gonna let y'all hear this. I'm moist. I'm saying we need to get that clip where
Right.
he did that nonsense
Right.
and overlay this song onto that joint, bro.
Oh, snap.
Golly.
Oh,
Hey, thank
snap.
God for repentance.
Right,
All
right.
praises to the Most High.
Snap.
Gee whiz.
Oh my goodness.
In a multitude of counselors, there is safety.
Welcome back, Ruvain.
Hey, shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Give a hand clap for
my
Mr.
God.
Ruben. He back.
Snap. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my goodness.
baby, we live.
Yo, so did y'all share? Where you at, though?
Oh snap.
We ended the poll right now.
We ended the poll. They shared it. Okay,
They
we
said-
get with some more people's popping in.
Some
more
people
is
were
popping
actually, some people were actually honest and said no.
in. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least.
So-
Well, that means they're gonna go do it after
Right.
they said no, right? Go share it. All
Mhm.
right, and go do that. Yeah. No, it's not even that they're still doing that, but like, what is he saying? Right? And you used to be like, well, it's y'all. It's your mindset. No, it's their mindset. Like, he ain't got nothing else better to say, but I'm moist and I'm saturated.
Rain all over me.
Oh,
like, what are we talking about here?
My goodness.
With a walker.
It's a time of swallowing.
Right.
Oh, bro.
Right.
Bro, don't go there, man. Do not go there, man.
Right. Yeah, so we got shut down. I thought y'all were gonna at least put up the portion of the show that we had.
Man,
it was
like right there.
I don't know what the hell. Nope, it was not up all week. And I said, let me see, because I always remind these guys when the show comes down.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, let me see how many days it takes for somebody to give a crap who's on the show and say, hey, the show's not up. Did we want to keep that up, or were we just trashing it because it got cut? We had maybe an hour and a half on it that we could have played.
Damn.
Well, I'm moist. And I'm saturated.
Right, so there we go. Hey, so we're going to, I don't know, should I do that? No, we're going to jump right in so we don't, no, because that's going to lead me somewhere else. We got to do this delusional thing. I was waiting for a few more viewers to come in, but they're going to come late. They're not going to know what the hell we talking about. I was waiting for a few more viewers to come in. We got to do this delusional calculator.
Let's get it.
That thing was good.
Man.
Hey, real talk, though. I don't know how many more shows I'm going to do like this.
Really?
Yeah. Where I put people on to stuff like this. Because I got brothers here bugging out with their wives and their proven sisters over this content.
Crazy.
Damn.
Man.
Yep, straight up. I can't even teach this stuff without brothers bugging out with their wives and the sisters they're proving.
Golly.
Not you, Ruvain. You doing all right. I didn't hear no nonsense from you.
All praise to the Lord.
My brothers is like, oh my gosh, all that stuff you're bringing out is making me question my life.
Oh shit, get it together, man.
I said, oh my goodness. I said, I can't even.
And this is exactly what we need too.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the first institution that Satan attacked?
Marriage.
Damn.
Marriage. Right.
On point.
I mean,
yeah, real talk, family. I'm bringing this stuff out, and brothers is bugging out. Golly. I know,
Crazy.
man. I tell you.
Moist.
Right. Oh! Weed out the simps. You're right. I got to weed out the simps. Damn, I should have brought it in to show. We made a simp card here.
Damn it.
Hey.
Damn it.
Right. Oh, you weren't here, right? You missed it?
I saw the
Yeah.
thing.
I made a whole thing on the spot, like when I got here, like what the program for the simp card's going to be.
Oh, damn. No, I didn't see that.
Not a SIM card like for your cell phone.
A simp
A
card.
SIM card.
Yes.
And only 50s and up can give them out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right?
Oh, it's a whole program.
Yeah.
Hey,
and we can only have 4 out at any given time.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then we got 2 emergency ones.
Right.
Hey,
Damn.
Right.
someone they're in the leadership. Oh, there they are.
Oh! Let's take a look at that.
Wait,
All
whose
right.
face is on there?
Hey,
There it is. He got it up
Put
there.
it up.
So we got the
Put
SIM
it up.
My
card.
God.
Right.
Wait a minute. Who came up with that slogan right there?
Oh.
Hey, so we got the SIM card, right? And that's the slogan of the international simp. All right? That's your opinion. It's my constitutional right to pursue life. Because whenever you correct the simp,
Oh, damn. Oh, wait a minute.
that's usually what they say.
Damn.
Right? Or some manner of it. Or some manner of it, right?
I got the question.
So-
What does the word numbers mean?
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I didn't put too much thought into that.
We
but
need to put 304 on there.
I don't
Damn
know.
it.
Oh, snap.
But we made
304-911.
we made
Damn it.
we made the SIM card, right?
Mhm.
And it's to some people might look at this outside and say, "Damn, why are you humiliating brothers?"
Yeah,
It's
we being
not. It's
petty.
not. We're not announcing it to the congregation. And
Mhm.
everything. It's amongst the brothers,
Right.
and it's kind of like like sometimes somebody's hysterical and you got to slap them.
Yeah. Smack.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the smack to make them kind of be like, "Damn, let me slow
Get it
down."
together.
Let
Wait a
me
minute.
slow down,
Wait a minute.
right?
So wait. So sometimes you gotta save a brother with fire. Is that what you saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You want to
Is
read that real quick?
I actually do want to
Hey,
read that.
read that
you
real
on
quick.
fire tonight,
Man.
bro. What?
Wait a minute,
Well, he
Brother,
been on the bench for like a month.
man.
Rudy Brew.
Hold on.
You on fire tonight, bro.
Let me get that
It's
script.
Jude.
The book of Jude, verse 22. And of some have compassion.
Right. So, depending on where the brother's at, like if it's his first simp infraction,
Right.
that's why I'm saying I left the discretion. I left the discretion of the simp card up to 50s and up because I didn't want it, because I know like maybe a junior man might not be built up enough and he might just use it cavalierly.
Right.
And then it loses its potency.
Right.
It's supposed to be like or if it's not the slap in the face, it's like the cold water when it hits you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's kind of like, oh snap, right? It's supposed to kind of put people, in a frame of mind to be like, yo, stop simping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So of some we're gonna have compassion. We ain't gonna go, and slap them with the simp card right away. We're gonna deal with them. But when you have repeat simp offenders, right? That they habitually I'm being serious here, man. that they habitually infray the simpness,
right?
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and slap them with the simp card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. So, of some have compassion,
making a difference, and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh.
Right, and if they don't have godly fear, then we're gonna make them fearful that we're gonna make them wear the simp card. For a week at a time. We're gonna get lanyards. We're gonna get lanyards on it, and we're gonna make them wear it around the congregation.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna say what their simpness was.
Okay.
We're gonna leave that for people to wonder.
Interpretation. You're gonna leave it open to open interpretation.
Yes. And then we're gonna have habitual. I love it. That's habitually.
Damn.
Simping. Habitually simping.
Damn, you're
sensual, right? The power of simplification is strong amongst these brothers.
Israel always making up words and shit.
Yeah, we literally do make up words.
Obadiah. In order to get a SIM card, you really have to earn it. All right, you really have to.
Yes.
Earn it. Right? So,
has anybody got a lanyard yet?
No, we got to get them on lanyards.
Okay, all right.
Asher's promoting the holographic thing on it, so we know it's authentic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right, we're the speculation of their simp acts. Right.
And
so
we need to get them in color though, because black and white doesn't have that much potency.
You need that oomph.
So I don't know, man. I thought I might have to ease up on some of this relationship stuff.
Come on, Deke. This is what we need, Deke.
Bro, it's supposed to build marriages, and it might destroy them.
No,
because of these guys.
But was that?
Hey, and if you notice, can we put it back up so they can see it? Can we put up the SIM card real quick?
He said, "Simply genius."
It is simply genius.
Hey, notice
the photo.
We have the hasa.
Damn, that doesn't fly straight.
That's a pig that don't fly straight, right?
And
so we have the hasa. All right,
the smirk.
Yeah, he got the whole
and the smirk, because that's the face the simp makes when you give him correction. Right,
but with the slogan though, the slogan,
like you're waiting for a response from them to see that they understand.
Right,
the scriptures is coming out. They probably come out for the 10th time on the same thing, and they still make that face.
Oh snap!
They still make that face.
Damn.
Right. So,
and that's what they say. That's your opinion. It's my constitutional right to pursue life.
Right. That's how it goes down. That's how it goes
Claude,
down.
have mercy.
Yep. Yeah, man. So. Here we go. All right. So
you want to deal with this?
Nope. Hey, so we gonna hit. No, I want to do. What did I have for nutrition this week? All right, we got our nutrition spot. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. I gotta get more RAM on my laptop now. It's crazy. I think I got this in 2018, and it's already
because of the updates.
I guess, man.
Yeah,
it's already. It's like I can't have certain things open or too many browsers. And it used to be the bomb, but it's like they force you to upgrade. What did I have for health? Do we know? I gotta go back to the. Thing. Hey, no. Hey, we got a lot of different things for you, but we're gonna deal with this delusion thing, right?
Right. Bring it out, Deke.
And I'm gonna go back to these simp brothers because I'll restate it again. But I was you know how I said that I don't know if I said it on the show before, but I think I said it to you brothers when we were talking about study habits and study discipline, and that sometimes it can be challenging, especially I'll speak for myself, but I'm sure other brothers who find themselves in that situation. When you have a multitude of things that your hand is in, it gets a little hard to sit down to do it. And not to make an excuse, you just have to really be stronger in your discipline to do your studies. But I was bringing out to brothers that sometimes it can be a little challenging to consistently, I'm saying consistently, not at all, to do your 4 chapters a day. It can be challenging, right, with different things going on. And I was telling them how, in particular, it can be challenging for me. And that, but with so much technology, there shouldn't be a whole week that, you know, you go from Sabbath to Sabbath and your Bible doesn't get open, right? We were edifying a brother. You missed it. We were edifying a brother here.
I was here.
Were you here for that?
It was 2 weeks ago.
With the circumcision?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So we were edifying a brother. And we were talking about the defensive nature sometimes when you bring something out, and how some of us don't put, you know, remember, we're supposed to do the whole law barring what we know is not here, which is the law of sacrifice. Anything pertaining to the temple, because we don't have the temple, is destroyed and overrun by the Gentiles, so the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. But circumcision has nothing to do with the temple. That's a covenant that we should keep, right? And we know that we should do that regardless. And long story short, what really came out, and I don't know. I think before it came out, before he even said it, I think I asked him.
Yes.
And I said, how often? Yeah, I said, I don't know. Something came over me. I said, how often you study? And like, you couldn't give me like a real answer, right? Oh, a few times a week. I said, all right. So what does that look like? You know, like I've told people before, like, I'm not saying that you can't get over on me, because I'm sure there's somebody good enough at some point in their whatever they're gonna do to do it. But I've been doing this for a good amount of time that I can kind of see when people are full of crap. And if I can't see, I know the line of questioning to ask to try to get what I need to see.
Right.
And so I said, okay, a few times a week. I said, so what does that look like? Show me what your studying is like. What does that entail? I said, is it watching a certain amount of classes? Is it rewatching the Sabbath class? Is it reading? I said, okay. And then I asked another brother who I know studies. And I said, how many times a week do you study? Like formally, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And what does that look like? Well, I'll look at this scripture. I'll take this note or whatever. And I said, great. You see, now I know that brother's being real, right? Because he's able to kind of off the top say that, right? So anyway, in a little bit, we're going to talk about that kind of inspired something in me. And I told him, I said, even if it's something with all this technology, like I got a Bible app that gives me a verse of the day, right? And like, so it might not be this Bible that I open, but I'm reading the scripture on my phone, and sometimes it'll inspire something. So I wound up doing that earlier this week. And, you know, a lot of times I'll throw it out to the ranked men. And then brothers that are in the spirit will participate, and we all start, hey, that reminds me of this scripture, and that reminds me of that, and we start dialoguing and stuff like that. And so I brought out like 1 or 2, and brothers just kind of went from there, and it was all appropriate. It was good. It wound up being a pretty, like, you know, good morning as far as that with dialogue. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna talk about that on the show, because I got to talk about the fact that I'm bringing this type of stuff out, and some brothers don't know how to deal with it. But we got to be able to not be moved, right, in certain things. And I believe it was the Spirit, because I didn't look for that scripture. It just happened to pop up as my verse of the day. And then when I went in and I started reading it, I said, damn. I said, now I got to talk about this a little bit and bring this out, especially to these brothers that's rolling in this spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do something about that. But we're going to go into that a little bit later. We're going to do a little health piece, and then we're going to jump into this delusional calculator, so people could put a little more perspective on that stuff, right? So someone said, take the hoodie off. Damn. Deacon, don't punish all of us. Some of us really need the treatment of this medicine. I don't know. I gotta see. Like I said, I gotta see how these people handle this type of information. I'm surprised the way some people are being affected by it. It's supposed to help you, like, really put things in better perspective. You know what I'm saying? And like, some people is bugging out with it.
Deke, we got a whole manosphere of this type of info that comes out, but they're not bringing it all the way home, because they're not able to tie the Bible to it correctly. So that's why this is so important, like, to put that on the shelf. Like, folks need to just get in the spirit and realize this is to help us, not to hurt us.
Right. Yeah. Hey, there's a bunch of people here in Phoenix who don't watch the show weekly, because they know that I'm talking about them.
Damn. Golly.
That's my take on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of the ones that consistently goes over, the behavior and the changing, and I'll call that stuff out. And week after week we raising hands talking about who's watching the show, and like when we start with like 100, I don't know, let's say adults. Let's say if we have like 100 viewers, like that should be Phoenix. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That should just be Phoenix by itself, and then everybody else on top of it. But we're kind of lower than that. It goes to show, I'm not even gonna go down that path because then people get bugged out about that. But anyway, what did I have for health? I was trying to look that up, but my RAM is not working for me.
Then you have that graphic.
I don't know. Let me see what I had. Yeah, I saw. I don't even know if I'm gonna answer that. What did I put in the topic content? Let me go. Damn, you didn't tag me today. Like when I start from here. Come on, man.
People weren't ready.
I know. I was posting stuff to Bias.
Sister T said we watched the show.
Let me get. Oh, I know she does.
This one?
No, that was today. There was some earlier that I just wanted to go over that I was posting from earlier in the week. Like I said, I'm a little unprepared.
And then you came early today. So you were here early. Hey,
I know, I was supposed to go over this.
Rudy Brew.
Yes, sir.
Sign of the day. What I do, man?
Hey. So, for today, go ahead. First of all, get a close-up on his beard.
Wait.
What we got? You ready?
Oh.
Yes, do the sense of the day.
Okay.
I'm back where I need to be. Do the sense of the day.
Let's get a close-up on this beard, first of all. We rocking rose sandalwood.
What's up with that? Let me smell it.
Smell
I don't
this.
even think I smelled it.
Smell that right there.
Is his hair on
Smell
there?
that right there.
No, he took the counsel.
Oh!
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, can we show that? He took the counsel.
Sheesh.
I remember the first time he showed me his balm, and it had like all types of, like when you pick your nose. I imagine like he was digging into it like you pick your nose. But I told him you're supposed to kind of go around the edge, right? And then you wind up as you go in with a smaller little lump when you're almost done.
Yeah.
And you do that. Look, it looked clean. It don't got a bunch of pubes and dirt in it, right?
Yo,
That's what.
I have yet to take the counsel because
Oh man, that's elegant.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Damn, I gotta see how it smells on because everybody's like body
Chemical
chemistry is
makeup,
different.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's elegant. That's really good. Oh, damn.
Rose sandalwood.
Rose sandalwood.
do it again.
Smooth, refreshing.
That's right. It's smooth and refreshing.
Damn, that's what's up.
And
That's
guess
what's
what?
up.
We got 20% off when you buy 3 products or more. The code is MBD20.
Captain Abiel, I like elegance. You smell like elegance.
Yep. Check out the upper third on the show. You can see we got the website right there.
Right. GetBeardGains.com. All right. Take you right to it. You don't got to look for it.
That's right.
Right. Take you right to it, and you'll rock
What
with
happened to
it.
the code? The code used to be on there.
I'm rocking. I'm not rocking oil or a balm or butter.
What you got?
I'm product testing the beard cream.
Excuse me. Wait.
What?
I am product testing the beard cream that's soon to release.
Okay.
In clean slate. So remember, I said the cream is more like, you don't want to oil up, but you don't want to leave yourself without moisture, right?
Right.
For me, I like the cream like for the evenings before bed. You know what I'm saying? Throw that thing on. I don't have the oil, because if you have the oil on, that thing might rub off on your pillowcase or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you sleep. So I said, sometimes I don't know, like the oil up feel like I'm ready to like deal with people and stuff like that. Like when I don't feel like I want to deal with people, I put the cream because I need to keep the moisture in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm moist.
Saturated.
I'm saturated. Sounding like Rudy Brew.
Oh man, don't do me like that.
Rudy Brew. That's the next release.
No,
That's
it's not.
the next release.
Took the council. Believe that.
Yeah. So I'm product testing it. and we're gonna see how we release it and in what sense. I'm probably release it in the most popular sense. Some of the sense that like products like that, I don't think I would carry the full thing. I got to see how people respond to it, and then we'll go for there. So we'll see what's up. I am coming to conference, but I don't know that I'm gonna be carrying merchandise with me.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be at conference, Lord's will, life last, but I know people were asking like, hey, can I get this there? Can I get that? And I don't know that I want to be putting stuff for me.
We don't do that.
No. OC asked me. He was like, hey, but you want to do a little Black Wall Street with OR when you're there? And I was like, I said, I don't really got anybody reliable. It's my team. I don't know that I would bring them to conference just for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I don't know. Conference is very fast paced.
Yeah.
There's so much going on when we do conference. So I don't know. But what country you in? Maybe we do ship to you. We ship everywhere. And we're about to upgrade our shipping. That'll cover more places. And you'll know if you have to pay customs fees up front and things like that. So we working on that in original royalty as well for y'all. But
all praises.
Right. Hey, all right. Let me go back to my videos. Okay. I want a follow-up to our confirmation that everything's a taco.
Oh!
Can we play the everything is a taco video?
That one?
No. It says everything is a taco.
Taco Cello is good here in downtown Phoenix. I really like them.
Right. I got a bunch of stuff here. Let me see.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's it. All
everything
right.
taco.
I went up. Everything is a taco. And then there's one that says health piece. You can have that next. I don't know if it's above or below. You could just show me on the screen. No, so yeah, we'll talk about that one real quick. Go. What else we got? Where's the everything's a taco?
That's everything's a taco's above that.
Cloud have mercy.
Come on, man. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Because some people probably didn't believe me, even though I had you here.
Yes.
Right? Oh no, we shipped to the Bahamas, Admiral. We shipped to the Bahamas. You were saying what it was, right?
Yes.
So now I got unbiased, because they would have been like, well, of course, you're just respecting the deacon and stuff like that. I'm going to show you, but all Mexican food is basically a taco because it consists of the same. You're going to see how with one tortilla.
The tortilla be tortilla.
What he be making. All right? Let's go.
And I'm hungry, bro.
No, man. Tacos equals Issachar. Northern Kingdom has a lot more variety of food.
Reload.
You should know that if you in the Bahamas. I'm sure you've had some Simeon food, right? If you're in the Bahamas, maybe some Puerto Rican
That's what
food.
this guy said. Tacos equals Northern Kingdom. No.
Right.
No, it does
not.
not.
Oh, snap. We got Cornelio in here. Bro,
hey!
I bring receipts. All right? Let's go to the Mexican restaurant. Well, it's not even a restaurant. It's a section in the little flea market.
Yes, it's a corner. It's the corner.
Where he throwing down fine Mexican cuisine.
Man.
Yeah, I'm hungry, man. Damn.
Play it.
Pero si le ponemos queso y la doblamos, es una quesadilla. Pero si la enrollamos y la frimos en aceite con carne, se llama flauta. En cambio, si le ponemos doble tortilla, otra encima y partida, se llama una gringa. Más hueso de masa y frito con carne y es una gordita. O una empanada, por ejemplo, frita. A este le pones frijoles, queso, carne y la enrollas, más grande, es un burrito. La doro en aceite, la dejo dura y le pongo carne, es una tostada. Y todos con la misma tortilla.
And all with the same tortilla. And all with the same tortilla.
Quesadilla, tostada,
empanada,
gordita,
flauta,
flautas, burrito.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all with the same tortilla. And all with the same tortilla. So when people talk about, man, my favorite food is Mexican food, you just like tacos.
Right.
All right. You don't know about no Northern Kingdom food. You just like tacos. That's it. All right. We got more variety than that.
Y'all should try menudo. And if you like menudo, then you can say I like Issachar food. But if you don't like menudo, because that's one of the ones that they're like, I don't know, tripe.
Someone asked, how long does the beard ointments take before seeing results in your beard? If you're being consistent, do it 2 days with it. Probably several months. It really depends where you're at with your growth. How long did it take you when you started actually? I mean, I know you were doing additional things, but when you added the oil, I feel like it really kind of blew you up.
Like 8 months.
Like 8 months. I was going to say about 8 months. I was going to say like 6 to 8 months is when you'll start to see a difference.
8 to 10.
That's a natural growth, though.
But then
right.
I was consistent because I was BSing before, and I wasn't consistent. So I started being consistent, then bam! Shazam!
Yeah, you got a whole beard now. You used to have
Tamales is a taco.
the-
Carne asada goes into a saco. He said tostadas, which is a tortilla. Pozole is served with tortillas, so that's a taco.
Yeah.
That's
Nah.
taco soup.
Taco soup.
Different places, no.
All right.
Where I was
Menudo, taco soup.
No, we did bread for where I'm from. We did bread. We didn't do tortilla.
But not everywhere. Some places it was a taco.
Tamal is kind of the same thing.
Tamales?
It's made with corn. It's just
Masa.
it's taco.
It's
It's,
masa.
it's taco puree.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
It is.
Dang.
It is. He said birria, that's just meat.
That's just
Carne
meat.
asada, that's just
He's
meat.
just hurt. He's just hurt.
We love you.
Hey, I love tacos.
Yo también.
Yeah, I love
I love tacos. Tacos are great. I think
That's
they're
it.
I think they're very convenient, tasty food. You
Right,
know, it's
right.
like a Mexican sandwich.
Right.
Right.
And no, a torta is not a Mexican sandwich. That's like its own thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But most of the dishes, the
pasa,
vast majority,
Nico?
beef enchiladas a taco just rolled up with sauce on top.
It
Right.
is.
It is.
It
A1
is.
steak
It's
sauce.
smothered. It's smothered.
Torta is a taco burger, right?
Smothered and covered.
No, it's not, Gam.
Right, them tacos was fire that we had. All right, let's do this health piece. We got to jump into the other stuff.
Let's do it. Make sure that we got volume.
Fasting works until you want breakfast. Keto works until you want pizza. Vegan works until you can't get an erection. Carnivore works until you find yourself eating animal testicles. Weight Watchers works until you realise your body runs on energy and not bloody points. CrossFit works until you dislocate a shoulder. Cardio works until you plateau, become bored, and don't have any time to do more. HIIT classes work until you roll an ankle. Boot camps work until you need personalised attention. Fat burner pills work until you're tired of spending hundreds a month on supplements. Ozempic works until you damage your thyroid and completely ruin your insides. If you like following no-nonsense fitness advice and you don't take yourself too seriously, you'll like it in here. Drop me a follow. Calm down. And if you want to sustain a healthy body weight, good health, and high energy for the rest of your life, you need to be doing these following things. Eat a diet that's high in protein and made up of whole foods 80% of the time. Lift weights at least 3 times a week. 3 times is enough to get you absolutely jacked. Yes, females too. Try and increase the number of steps you take every single day. No, you don't need to do 10,000. That's a made-up number. Just try and do as many as you can. Sleep well. Get 7 to 8 hours a night. And stop scrolling on social media before you go to sleep. Get daily sunlight, ideally in the morning, but any time of day is good. On a cloudy day, half an hour. On a sunny day, 20 minutes. And finally, hydrate often. No, you don't need to be drinking gallons and gallons, litres and litres of water. Drink when you're thirsty. And for optimal hydration, get some electrolytes in there. That is all you need. The rest is absolute fluff. Capiche? Capiche.
Right.
That was
That's
good.
the
Hey,
summary,
Get a
right?
bomb
That's
or
the
something
summary.
on.
That's the summary. Oh,
That
we
was
have
good.
Fernelis Cabral. Y sí, mi padre es dominicano, pero es del color de ustedes. No es por medio de color, ¿ok? Yo no sé si tú entiendes inglés, ¿ok? Y estás preguntando en español porque no entiendes inglés. So yo no sé si podemos leerlo en español o en inglés. Es por la sangre de su papá y de abajo de los 12 tribus de Israel.
You
Okay,
ready?
so we can do English and Spanish real quick. All right, where are you going?
Números, capítulo 1,
Yes.
versículo 10.
Okay, yeah. So tú puedes entender esto y entonces búscame Cake Not Turned in Hosea. Okay, and Oseas. Go ahead.
Números, Numbers 1:18.
Uh-huh.
Números, capítulo 1, versículo 18.
So entiende esto primero, Fernelis. Okay, lee.
Y reunieron a toda la congregación en el día primero del mes segundo.
El congregación de Israel, esa es la 12 tribus, lee.
Y fueron agrupados por familias según las casas de sus padres.
Ok, so tú sabes su descendencia por la casa de sus padres, ok, so es por su padre. Vamos a enseñar, si su padre es dominicano, tú eres del tribu de Simeón, ok, los dominicanos son del tribu de Simeón, ok, pero del color, no es por color, ok, sí, en el principio, Adán, Eva, ellos eran negros, ok, y hasta Jacob y Esaú, todos eran negros, ok. Cuando nació Esaú en el mundo, así el color blanco, como dice, pero no es blanco como papel, pero dicen blanco, el hombre blanco, ok. Eso es cuando entró colores diferentes en la piel de las naciones que están en el mundo, ¿ok? Pero antes de eso, todo eran negro, ¿ok? Pero hoy en día no es por color del piel, porque hay algunos que tienen padres que parecen negro, ¿ok? Como Bob Marley. ¿Cuál es el otro? Lenny Kravitz.
Sí.
¿Ok? Él parece negro, pero su papá es un hombre blanco, ¿ok? De piel blanco, pero también de descendencia de sangre blanco, ¿ok? Eso no es por color. Y específicamente con el reino del norte, que son los hispanos y los indígenas nativos en el mundo, es muy importante que tú entiendas que dice la Biblia que en estos tiempos, en los últimos días, tú vas a ver varios colores, ¿ok? Específicamente en todas las tribus, pero específicamente dentro del reino del norte, ¿ok? Lee eso.
Oseas capítulo 7, versículo 8.
Ajá.
Oseas 7 and 8. Efraín se ha mezclado con los demás pueblos.
Ajá. So, estamos mezclados con los demás pueblos, ¿ok? Lo más reciente es con abajo de España, ¿ok? Y los españoles son de Europa, ¿ok? Eso son caucásicos, ¿ok?
Y con los portugueses en Sudamérica.
Ajá, también los portugueses también.
Franceses.
Franceses. Hay muchos Amalek que dice la Biblia pero lo que dicen que son judíos, pero no lo son. So, hay una mezcla, pero tú necesitas enfocar, como leemos en Números, de su padre, de su papá. Tú me estás diciendo su papá es dominicano, so tú eres del tribu de Simeón. Lee eso del principio otra vez.
Versículo 8. Efraín se ha mezclado con los demás pueblos.
Ajá.
Efraín fue torta no volteada.
Coque, una torta, no la torta como la mexicana, torta, ¿ok? Pero como dice en la República Dominicana, como Johnny Queques, ¿ok? Como un Johnny Queque, que si tú lo cocinas, ¿ok? Y tú no lo vueltas en tiempo, ¿ok? Tú vas a tener un lado más quemado o más oscuro y el otro, ¿ok?
Give me a pancake.
Sí, estamos buscando.
Give me a pancake,
Ajá.
brothers.
Ajá. Get the pancakes. So podemos enseñarlo, ¿ok?
Cake not turn. I need a pancake. Let's go, man.
So, en Osea estamos leyendo que en estos últimos días tú vas a ver que el reino del norte, ¿ok? Que los dominicanos son aparte de eso, vas a tener colores más claros como yo y también un poquito con más color.
Check the telegram.
Como otros. Tú estabas diciendo que su papá era negro,
No,
¿ok?
check the telegram. Put another one up.
Ajá. Yeah, ese está bueno también, pero si tú tienes otro que está mejor.
Sí.
Y todavía si tú estás viendo, vamos a enseñar un foto de los Johnny Queque.
De los Johnny. Ándale. It's the link to an image. Let's go, brothers. Come on, man.
So no importa que su papá es color como nosotros, como claro, ¿ok?
Sí.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on?
Thank you.
Okay.
Full screen.
So tú vas a ver como estamos leyendo en Osea. So they're not gonna understand me. Leave that photo up. Leave that photo up. Yanni Keke. My wife texted me. Listen, I'm not Dominican, so I'm doing my best to say it the way you say it. All right? They even got their own spelling for it. It's literally Johnny Cakes, they call it. But she got her own Dominican spelling for it that she just texted me. Yanni Keke. It's like Yainke, something like that.
Yoni.
Yoni. Like the junkies is Yoni, right? The Y becomes a J, the J becomes a Y.
Yes.
Yoni Keke. Okay? So leave this up while he reads this, okay? Lee.
Put the scripture up, the scripture box. Osea 7, versículo 8. Efraín se ha mezclado con los demás pueblos. Efraín fue torta no volteada.
Ok, como estamos viendo aquí en el foto que tenemos. Sí sé para que te entienda el dominicano. So, tú ves que hay un lado que es más claro, o el color como nosotros, como tú estabas diciendo, y el otro lado que es más oscuro. Y tú puedes quemarlo más, que es más oscuro. So, tú ves que tú estabas diciendo que su mamá es negra, pero su papá es como blanco, ¿ok? así viene todas las tribus, pero específicamente cuando estamos hablando del reino del norte, hay diferencias del piel, ¿ok? Pero no es por piel, es por la sangre, ¿ok?
Can I answer him?
Ujú.
Bernelis, ok, tú estás diciendo que tu amigo se rió de ti, que dijo que eres que eres peludo, ¿verdad? No, si tú estás bajo de las maldiciones de Deuteronomio 28, desde el 15 al 68, tú eres israelita, hermano. Ok, la escritura dice en Romanos 8 que si tú oyes estas escrituras y tú crees lo que estás escuchando detrás de las escrituras.
Get my sheep, hear my voice.
Yes, sir.
Vamos a leer que Jesucristo dijo, ¿ok? No es tan complicado. Si esto suena bien con su alma, tú quieres arrepentir y seguir los mandamientos abajo de nuestro Salvador, el Jesucristo, que es un hombre negro del tribu de Judá, ¿ok? De esto es para ti, ¿ok? No te importa en esas cosas, ¿ok? Búscame eso.
San Juan, John 10:27, San Juan capítulo 10, versículo 27. Mis ovejas oyen mi voz y yo las conozco y me siguen.
Ok, so si tú lo oyes y este suena bien con usted y tú vas a seguir estos mandamientos, ok, tú crees que tú eres de Israel, de las 12 tribus, que Jesucristo es un hombre negro de tribu de Judá, entonces esto es para ti. No te importa que cualquier persona dice esas cosas. Mira, yo tengo más de 16 años en esta verdad y hasta hoy en día siempre no falta una persona cuando yo estoy enseñando que dice, oh, tú eres de Esaú, tú eres un hombre blanco. Sí. Y eso no me mueves, ¿ok? Eso no me mueves, ¿ok? Ya, sí, yo sé en el principio, te va a quillar con esas cosas, pero tú necesitas crecer su fe siguiendo los mandamientos, ¿ok? Y sigue en eso, ¿ok? Tenemos muchos canales. Si podemos poner el...
Go to IsraelUnitedInChrist YouTube right now.
El link para el Reino del Norte, si quieres ver y ver las clases en español, tú puedes seguir esas páginas, ¿ok? Y tenemos demasiados maestros que son claros como nosotros y también que son muy oscuros, que puedes enseñar más cosas en varios temas, como tú puedes crecer su fe, ¿ok? Bueno, así va a ser la cosa a veces. Una familia entera es muy raro que vas a arrepentir. So, Jesucristo dijo eso en Mateo 10, ¿ok? Que tú vas a tener división entre de su casa, ¿ok? Los enemigos de usted va a ser de su casa, ¿ok?
Ahí, Fernelis, ahí está el link para la página de Israel Unido en Cristo. Lo mismo que estamos haciendo aquí, pero en clases en español.
Fernelis, una pregunta. ¿Tú vives en la isla, en la República Dominicana? Okay. I know there's a delay, so he might not answer right away.
And brothers and sisters, y'all watching in English, just be patient. We got someone asking sincere questions in Spanish, so we'll translate once we come back.
Yeah, you could give the summary.
Yep.
Right, we don't gotta go through the whole thing in English that we told him.
Fernelis, ¿tú vives en la isla? Si nos puedes escuchar.
No, you don't understand. It's not a Spanish show.
Vivo en Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Tú vives en Atlanta. So, ¿hablas inglés? Estamos aquí enseñando en español, pero tú hablas inglés. La audiencia es, la mayoría hablas inglés. So. Pero está bien, si tú entiendes mejor en español.
Tenemos en la escuela.
Sí, tenemos escuela ahí en Atlanta también. So, si tú quieres reunir con nosotros, okay, podemos darle dirección. If we could look up the Atlanta school address. Y podemos ponerlo ahí, ¿ok? Y tienen hermanos que hablan español allá también. So tú puedes seguir, guardar el sábado en la congregación. Porque es un mandamiento que congregan también, ¿ok? All right, let me look for this other thing while you do that. You want to say something, anybody, while I look for this? I was going into this, but I saw his question. I didn't want to neglect him.
Okay, so we're going to do a recap real quick.
The recap, Numbers 118, Hosea 17.
Yes.
Because brothers were asking about translation.
The brother had a question about who the Israelites are. And basically, Deacon and Officer Shia went over, it doesn't matter about your skin color, but it matters about your bloodline according to your fathers. That's why we pulled out Numbers 1 and 18. We also went to Hosea 7 and 8 to show that especially the northern kingdom, we have both dark skin and light skin.
That's a great map that he put up. Yeah, go ahead. Right, so say that, and then I'm going to put this up.
We have both darker shades. Basically, we come in all different shades of brown, basically. Yep. All right?
Especially Northern Kingdom. Started mixing with in 1492 with the Spaniards.
Right,
Portuguese.
well, and before that, under the Assyrians, right?
Yes,
so,
right.
You know, there was a lot of different mixing going on at that point. Hey, show that map as you're talking about the color. Yeah, have that up on the screen real quick. I think that's dope. We should definitely save that. All right.
He also told him that before Jacob and Esau were on the planet, everybody up from Adam and Eve all the way to Jacob and Esau were all brown skin. Okay. Then we went into the New Testament. My sheep hear my voice. And did we pull Romans?
No,
we didn't pull Romans.
No.
But basically, the sheep, God's sheep are gonna hear His voice. So the brother's asking sincere questions. Go ahead.
The brother had he said that one of his friends made a joke to him that he was Esau because he's hairy. And he said he had got sad, right? But Deacon said no. If you believe what the Scripture says, Christ said, "My sheep hear my voice," and they follow. So.
Right. Hey, so we got this map up on the screen, and that was basically Hosea 7 and 8, right, where it says Ephraim's a cake not turned. And you got some people that try to say that's not saying skin color, right? But read it in English, right? Because I want to bring this point out to people, because some of y'all English speakers might get that, right? And they're gonna say, "Oh, look."
Jose?
You got these white guys teaching this, and you're watching and you're following this white guy show.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Anybody who tries to say that that's not talking about skin color, it starts with that he's mixed himself among the people.
What does that mean?
What does that go into?
Right.
There's one where it talks about we married strange wives. You know which one that is?
2nd Ezra 8:69.
Yeah, I get that.
69.
There's one in Hosea, I think, that talks about that too, though.
Oh. Nehemiah?
No, there's something in Hosea I'm thinking about. It doesn't say it that clear, but
the book of 1st Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 69.
It says it in the parable. But read this and then get Hosea 1.
The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
Right. So it's saying that we were mixed with the strange people of the land. Now, that happened with all the tribes, all right? But very specifically, that's what wound up happening with what? With Northern Kingdom, all right? Hosea is speaking here during the time of the Assyrian captivity. And he's going into this and he's breaking this down to them. And he's telling him, look, you guys are off. You're trying to be all this, right? You're moving in this type of spirit. Let me just jump to a few of them without getting nuts. Read 1 and 2. I'm giving very brief. This really goes into idolatry. Where's the one in the law where it says if you marry them, you'll follow their gods?
7 and 3.
Yeah, get that. All right, because that's going to explain this briefly. I've been saying for like over a year that I was going to do the Hosea breakdown, but things have taken me somewhere else. And if I do it, I want to do it very thoroughly, and I just haven't been able to sit down and kind of go through it that way. But let me get... read Hosea 1 and 2 first.
Chapter 1, verse 2? The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Actually, before you read that, read...
he cooking.
Oh, snap! I'm over here sleeping. Hold on.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this summary without going into this too long.
While you're on there, everybody, y'all saw
Go ahead.
Y'all saw that I posted the IsraelUnitedInChrist YouTube link. Like, share, and subscribe. Even though you don't speak Spanish, subscribe to Israel Unido en Cristo, because that's how we're going to push this word in all languages, all right?
Bring it out.
Okay.
And Northern Kingdom's on the rise, man. We're in the 11th hour.
Read 2 first. I'll do it that way.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 2. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms.
Right. So what he's talking about, because a lot of people say, oh, that means he married a hoe, right? That he married a hoe. It was going into idolatry, all right? It was someone of another nation that was in idolatry, okay? Because it said, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms, not a whore wife or of whoredom. It's plural, right? That's why I want the one about going after strange gods. And then I'll give you another precept that deals with that too. But go ahead, come on.
For the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord.
Give me Deuteronomy. Well, before you get that, give me the other one about that. We'll follow their strange gods. And then I want Deuteronomy.
Wife of whoredom, so that's plural. That's the other nations?
It's dealing with other nations. No, but the whoredom is many gods. Remember, the Lord our God is one God. Right? 31:16. Come on. No, before you get that, you said 7.
7 and 3.
Yeah, get that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thou daughter shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou
We're
take
not
unto
supposed
thy
to
son.
marry the other nations, and he's going to say why. Come on.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
That's because they will turn our people away to serve other gods, as in plural, as in whoredoms. Now, Deuteronomy 31:16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 16.
Come on.
The Lord said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up.
This people, Israel, after you're gone, because you're the only thing keeping them honest and keeping the law right now. Go ahead, come on.
And go a-whoring.
And go a-whoring, whoredoms, and go a-whoring after what? After Punani or after what?
After the gods of the strangers of the land.
Because of what we just read in Deuteronomy 7 and 3. He said they're going to go a-whoring after the gods of the strangers of the land. Go ahead, come on.
Whither they go to be among them, and will forsake me, and break my covenant which I have made with them.
Okay, now go back to Hosea 1. I'm just giving you the brief one, okay?
Didn't Tobit say the same thing about marrying wives of...
Yes, I think it goes into that. All right, Hosea 1 and 5.
He does say that, bro.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 5. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel.
Right, so the bow of Israel means he's going to divide us from southern kingdom, from Judah, right? I'll show you that real quick. Let's get Psalms 2 about...
breaking the bands asunder?
Yep, but you can start from 1, and then I want the other one. Is it Zechariah or Zephaniah?
Zechariah 12 and 7.
That's the one, right? Where it says their bands, I'll cast their bands, even their brotherhood. Yep, that's what I want. Yep, okay. Read this in Psalms first. Come on.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
His anointed means his chosen, right? Which is Israel. That's who he chose of all the nations of the earth. It's when it says why the heathen rage, it says the other nations, and there's a portion of our people that will follow after that, right? So now, verse 3.
Verse 3. Saying, let us break their bands asunder.
I'm explaining Hosea 1 and 5, where it says, I'll break the bow of Israel, right? Go ahead. He says, let us break their bands asunder. Come on.
And cast away their cords from us.
Let's get Zechariah 12 and 7.
Yes, sir.
Get that real quick to explain the bands, which is also saying the bow. Same thing. Go ahead. Come on.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 7. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first.
Right. So Judah has to be raised first. Go ahead. Come on.
That the glory of the house of David.
No, it's not 12 and 7.
That's not it.
Yeah. It's 11 and
Come on,
13.
man.
It's 11 and 13.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 13. And the Lord said unto me, cast it unto the potter a goodly price that I was praised at of them. And I took the 30 pieces of silver and cast them to the potter in the house of the Lord.
Right, that has some association going with Judas betraying Christ and all of that. But go ahead, come on.
Then I cut asunder mine other staff.
Right, so my other staff, this goes with Ezekiel 37 and the stick and all of that. Right, go ahead, come on.
Even bands.
Even bands. Remember, we just read in Psalms 2 bands. Go ahead, come on.
That I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
Right, that he would break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel, meaning southern kingdom and northern kingdom. Let's go back to Hosea 1.
This is also about Judah and the same thing about the bow. He will fill the bow with...
Yes, that's when he brings us back together, right? Go ahead. Hosea 1 and 5. I'm trying to do this quick so I get to the other stuff. Go ahead, come
but
on.
you're doing it too quick. I got to take notes, bro.
But you go back and watch it. Go ahead.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 5. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel.
Right, so he broke the bow of Israel when Judah wound up after us going into captivity under Babylon. Northern kingdom wound up going under Assyria first. Judah started bugging out. They went under Babylon, and from thence we were separated, all right? We were separated, okay? As that is this day, Christ came on the scene and was trying to tell the disciples after he went to Israel first. Here and there, he would deal with northern kingdom, especially in John 4. You saw that. It says he stayed with them for a couple days, but it wasn't his ministry to stay with northern kingdom during that time. He was supposed to go, and that goes into, you could do a whole class on that. That goes into John 7:35, and then you read John 4. You break that down a little more. And then at the end of Matthew, he tells them, go and preach to all nations, because he's telling them that. But Christ did touch on it, with the Pharisees, because they were supposed to be learned, and all this stuff you find in the Old Testament, that even though we were broken apart, we were supposed to come back together. And they were being hard on all Israel, but especially when it came to that. That's the that goes into the parable of the prodigal son. That goes into the Good Samaritan, right? Because in Samaria was the northern kingdom, right? And again, John 4 is kind of the crux of that, okay? Let me see where I want to jump to.
Hey, Admiral. That's a good script.
Jump to verse 8.
Verse 8.
Nope, read 6.
Verse 6. And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And God said unto him, call her name Lo-ruhamah.
Right, so there's a little letter next to mine. And he was using real life things with Hosea marrying someone of another nation, right? Not a hoe, but she worshipped other gods, all right? To show Hosea in a very personal way. And if you go deeper in this, I often say marriage represents Christ and the church. He did that very intimately for Hosea by giving him a rebellious wife, right, of another nation, to show like what it was like for God and Christ to see how we were against him, right? And then when we do it with Israel, not marrying other nations, that's why you have that rebellion from the wife so often, and then us fulfilling that role of Christ and teaching them, right? But Lo-ruhamah means not having obtained mercy. And later you read that in Hosea 3 and 4, where he says they'll go many days without a king, without an ephod, right? But then they'll return. But anyway, go ahead, come on.
For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their God.
Right, but he said, but I won't have mercy on you, Israel, but I will utterly take them away in Assyria, and then every captivity after that, right? And even unto this day, because remember, the scriptures for a time and another times and times to come, it's a ring, right? It's past, present, and future. We saw this happen under Assyria and all our captivities, and then you saw that happen here under the Spanish, the Portuguese, the French, right? Go ahead, come on.
And will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
Come on.
Now, when she had weaned Lo-ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, call his name Lo-ruhamah.
Lo-ami. So first, he's going into how we would not have mercy. We will go under a time. Get that in, to do it quick, Jeremiah 17 and 4. Jeremiah 17:4.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Right, you're going to discontinue from your heritage, just like we read in Deuteronomy 31, just like we read in Zechariah 11:14, okay? And what we read in Hosea 1 and 5. Now we're reading this prophecy. Go ahead, come on.
Discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
That I gave unto you, right? Because you wanted to follow other heritages. You wanted to be like the other nations. Go ahead, come on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right, and you'll serve your enemies in the land which you knowest not. Continue.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Which is why I will not show you mercy in the face of your enemies until you return back, right? That's what he's saying there, okay? Now, go back to where we were. Read 1 and 9 again.
Book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 9. Then said God, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your
Lo
God.
Ami means not my people. So the first one, the daughter represented no mercy. The son represents not my people. And that goes with what we read. Jump now, you can read Hosea 3 and 4.
The book of Hosea, chapter 3 and verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without any image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim.
Right, we would abide many days, many years without having a God because we went after other gods. I'm giving you the condensed version. There's a deeper version where we go into and he tells us that we were hoes. We opened up our legs to every god and everything. That's why when you go back and he says, marry a daughter of whordoms, he meant a strange wife, right? So that you can go of another nation so that you can see all the different gods and experience and live what that's like. And that's going to help you better prophesy to your people about this stuff, right? Now, jump back to where we were, Hosea 1 and 10.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
And this is how you remember. I started this because I said, don't let anybody tell you that Hosea 7 and 8 is saying that it's not dealing with being mixed among other people and colors and stuff like that. That's exactly what it's going into. Go ahead, come on.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
He's saying, even though you're not my people, I'm going to preserve a clean seed. Because you have people say, y'all the children of the conquistadors, right?
Right.
No, right? Go ahead, come on.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Right. Remember, that goes into the castas where eventually you wind up returning. They call it the return. In the word that they use, that they kept track of all the mixing. They knew, but they didn't let us know the different mixing and what it meant. They kept the pedigrees. We stopped keeping pedigrees, right? That was part of their crafty counsel to have us hidden, right? But they knew and they remembered who were, till this day, who are the real Israelites. Go ahead, come on.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
Primarily, that's the land of the north here in North America. That also goes anywhere we're scattered via Isaiah 11:11, right? Go ahead, come on.
Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together.
Then in that day we'll be gathered together, right? Because why? We went after other gods. We mixed ourselves among the people, right? But he still preserved the seed. Go ahead, come on.
And appoint themselves one head.
Christ. That goes into Ezekiel 37 with the one stick, right? Go ahead, come on.
And they shall come up out of the land.
Right, because we're going to come up literally when Christ returns, right? And he takes us to our place. But now, spiritually, because we're going to be separate. We're not going to partake of these things. We're going to start to keep these laws in that place, like you read in 1 Kings 8. Go ahead, come on.
For great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Great shall be the day of Jezreel. Now, Hosea 3 and 5.
The book of Hosea, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Right, because we read 4 where he says you're going to be not my people. You're not going to have mercy. But then, this is the part that's the whole crux of the confusion of Christianity and the whole New Testament, that what he was talking about, the people coming back, it's talking about this in Hosea 3 and 5. Go ahead, come on.
Afterward,
after they endured many days, which is many years, without a God, without a king, without a prince, without a sacrifice, without an image, without an ephod, without a teraphim, come on.
Shall the children of Israel return.
We're going to return where? To God, to the true Savior, to the black Messiah, and to our true heritage, come on.
And seek the Lord their God.
Read, come on.
And David their king.
In the form of Jesus Christ. Go ahead, come on.
And shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days.
The fear of the Lord means we're going to keep the commandments. Psalms 111 and 10, all right? That's what that's going into. So that's why when you jump to Hosea 7 and 8, context matters. Let's read that again.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
And I just gave you a brief, rushed history of it. Go ahead, come on.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Ephraim is a cake not turned. Let's get Psalms 106:35, and then we'll get back on the topic for the night.
Damn. Damn.
The book of Psalms, chapter 106 and verse 35.
When it says we were mixed among the people, come on.
But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And wait a second, there's one more. We're going to read Hosea 7 and 9. So to show you, 8 is talking about the mixing of our seed, all right? The mixing of the holy seed, okay? 9 is talking about learning their works. Go ahead, come on.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 9. Strangers have devoured his strength.
Have devoured Ephraim's strength, the northern kingdom. Why? Because we would go without an ephod, without a teraphim, without a king, without a prince, without an image, right? In whoredoms. Our strength is in God. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Our joy is in keeping the commandments as Israelites. Come on.
And he knoweth it not.
And we don't know it till this day. That's why Northern Kingdom is a tougher nut to crack, because strangers to this day have devoured our strength. And it says we know if it not. Go ahead, come on.
Yea, gray hairs are here.
It's all these years later and all this knowledge in the earth, and Ephraim still rolls like a silly dove the majority of the times when you bring this truth. That's changing now as we're doing this ministry outside of the United States. Right. But go ahead, come on.
And thereupon him, yet he knoweth not.
And yet upon him, yet he knoweth not. Read 10, come on.
And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face.
Right. The pride of Israel, that's when they see that image of Christ, the black Messiah. You read it in the scripture, and you can't contest what it says in the scripture, but it says the pride of Israel testifieth to his face. But what happens? Come on.
And they do not return to the Lord their God.
You show them everything that the scripture says, but they rather stay in Christianity. Come on.
Nor seek him for all this.
And they won't seek him. The majority, but there's a remnant that will, because we read that. We read that in 1 and 10. We read that in 3 and 5, right? Go ahead, read 11. And this is why context matters, because a lot of time we'll say Ephraim's a silly dove, but you didn't go through all the rest of this to understand why. Read 11.
Verse 11, Ephraim also is like a silly dove, without heart.
Without understanding to be able to receive these things in the commandments. Go ahead, come on.
They call to Egypt.
We rather go to other nations for our salvation. Come on.
They go to Assyria.
And they go to Egypt and Assyria, right? Okay. So that was that.
Damn!
I was about to say, you better drop a bump. Deacon is on. He's on fire.
Hey, real quick. I'm about to thank you. The last one.
Is these the Costas?
Yes.
Right. So the Costas, without going into it super deep, they all had like different things. We had the breakdown too of what it meant. But look, they do mulatto con española, and they had the definitions. They called that a morisco. When a morisco then got with a Spanish woman, they called them chino, right? Like Officer Issachar, North Carolina, he's very chinito.
Yes, he is.
Right? Okay, he's Israel, okay, but very chinito like. He probably comes from the morisco chino line, okay. Chino con India, which is the native. That's a pure. But notice it's showing on the women's side. Yes. All right, that they call that. Was it salta atrás? Okay. And then it just goes on, and then there's
Scroll
one.
all the way down.
Go all the way down.
All the way down. Torna atrás.
Torna atrás is when they knew that you wound up bringing Israel back, right? And
So
where's that other one in Hosea that it says he'll give them miscarrying wombs?
Yes.
Get that
9.
one? All right.
9 and
Yeah.
13.
The book of Hosea, chapter 9 and verse 13. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place. But Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
Right, meaning that is still dealing with the same thing, the mixing and all of that, right? That goes with Lamentations 4, where it says we give in our hand for wood, we drunk our hand for water, right? Strangers
have devoured
our strength, right? Go ahead, come on.
Give them, O Lord, what wilt thou give? Give them a miscarrying womb.
Right, so until you get to the return, all those other ones that are not pure, that are not mixed, it says that they would have a miscarrying womb, right? Not to say that there aren't, because you have wheats and tares mixed amongst all the tribes, not to say that there aren't some who might not be Israel and are descended from Spaniards and other races, but it's letting you know that a vast majority of them persevered. Remember, we have that holy seed, all right? There ain't no way that Esau's seed is that strong, right, that it wiped out 9 tribes.
Right.
And it only preserved 3. You're telling me Esau's seed, knowing about the transatlantic slave trade, knowing about Ishmael's slave trade, the Arab slave trade, knowing about Moab's slave trade, and you're telling me that only Judah, Benjamin, Levi remained pure blood and everybody else is polluted?
That would mean he's more powerful than God.
Right. That would mean he's more powerful than God, based on what we read in Hosea, right? That's the whole point of what you read and what's going on there. So it's similar to, but it's real events that also happen to Hosea to kind of bring him to that so we understand that, okay?
Right.
Where's the one about, it says like polluted the holy seed?
First Esdras.
No. You also got Ezra 9.
Let me get 9 and 2. Ezra 9 and 2. We'll just do that one because some people don't like the Apocrypha.
It's not canon.
It's in the Bible,
but it's
not
not
of the Bible.
Right.
Yo!
The book of Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 2. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves.
Israel have taken of the daughters of the strangers for themselves. Come on.
And for their sons.
Meaning that what we read in Numbers about the pedigrees from your father, meaning their sons took their daughters. Go ahead, come on.
So that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
Right, so have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Meaning that that holy seed still remains based on what we read in Hosea 9 about the miscarrying womb. All right. So, and over here, the torna atrás is what they called it. All right.
I was reading it a little bit.
Yeah, we don't got to go into that now.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Let's do the delusion calculator because I know people like the little break and the cut with this. That was a quick one. I'm trying to do a thorough one. Like, I want to really go into it. I don't know. I know I'll probably do it in Spanish before I do it in English because my plan is to have Captain Zev, Captain Abiel, and myself record the history of the split, but I want it to be like it might be more than one part. Like it might be 4, 5, 6 hours because I wanna stop, go over the historical references. So we're not just gonna talk about the split in Kings. We're not just gonna talk about the prodigal son parable. We're not just gonna talk about 2nd Ezra 13. All those will be part of that. We're also gonna include this in Hosea in it as well. Like I wanna do an extensive thing where people can see,
like a docu-series.
Almost like a. I'm gonna try. I might not cover everything because the Bible's so expansive that even with everything that somebody might retain and have good recall to bring it out, I'm sure there'll be something that after I'll be like, damn, that would have been good to add in there. Yeah. But it's gonna be very, very concise.
So let me get my calendar ready. When are we doing this?
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, come on, man.
I don't know. I really gotta prep it well. Yo,
that's gonna be good, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna even have Cornelio come so he could read for us.
Let's go.
So he could read for us. All right. So, but yeah, what is Deacon? We can see Israel and light skin Israel, cabeza grande, narices abiertas. Right. You see the features of some of our people. Hey, but not all. Some light skin might not have those features, and they still Israel. You know. I mean, Tobias don't got any Judah features
at all. He looking real Frankish right now.
like nah.
Real Frankish
like a
right now,
bro. Not one.
You know what I'm saying?
I live on the fifth floor.
Except the one that matters, and that's the spirit that you display.
There you go.
All right.
Because it's not in your dancing.
And that's the spirit that you display in your conviction for the Lord.
There you go.
¿Ves, Fernelis? Este hermano es blanco, pero su papá es moreno.
Right.
Sí, señor.
¿Eh?
Oh, Asher wants to do a short one out the country. What do you mean? Like the one I just did? You want to do a short one out the country? I don't know. Maybe I bring it out when we go to Mexico City. Maybe I bring it out.
And you'll be at the castas. I think they have that in Mexico City. The castas.
Right. Wait, no. I was showing the colors before we went to this. Let's go back.
Oh, the map.
The
map in the Mexico. Right there. Yep.
Sometimes the show just.
All right, talk to me when you see me, Asher. I don't know what the hell you mean. You meant the classes I'm talking about. Why would we have to record it outside the country,
bro?
It don't make no sense.
That brother and Obadiah are jumping out of their seats right now, man. I'm telling you. Obadiah's like, huh?
So, look at the dispersion of colors in Mexico. This is just Mexico, right? I wonder if they have this for other countries in South America. And, well, Central. This is Mexico and Central. So this is Issachar and Zebulon that they're showing, right?
Mm-hmm. No, just Mexico.
And you'll see.
Sorry. Guatemala is
Oh,
like
it
down
stopped. It stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't go into there. Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, Mexico's huge. I forget how big it is. This is just Mexico. Look at the distribution of color of the color of the skin. All right? The skin tone is what it says. It would make sense the closer to the border you are, the lighter they are because of the United States influence, right?
Yes.
So, and I'm talking about more modern times, right? So this is where you get a lot of the light skin Issacharites from, right? And then, you got a little here, what is that, Mexicali, or I'm not sure. Baja California?
Yeah.
No,
Mexicali is the one
left.
above it, right? The one below is Baja?
It's all Tijuana. It's all like right there.
Right. But what you notice
Tijuana, I'm sorry.
distinctly is that the further
Mexicali.
south you get, the distribution of darker skin tones is more apparent. And a lot of it has to do with historically with the trade routes of the way remember, the Panama Canal wasn't always there. So as the ships went, they kind of focused there. And you see the distribution. They're talking about black, brown, right? They got like all the shades, right? See, I'm not white. See the white? I'm not white like that.
No.
I'm more like the
845.
Yeah, that one. That one.
You're the 845.
Right, I'm 845 to 878, right? Maybe even getting on the lower end of that, so that
801 to 845. Yeah.
Right. So, and then some of us are darker, right, of the tone that they got there. So.
Oh snap! The paperback
but
test.
But within that distribution, you have a lot of Issacharites.
Tobias,
right?
you're 730 to 761. In the spirit.
Okay. So the whole thing is Baja California, but where TJ is Norte.
Yes.
And then where the bottom one is Baja California Sur. Okay. Thank you, Captain Abiel. That makes a lot. I know it was Baja California. I just didn't know it was divided that way.
Me neither.
I didn't know it was divided that way. You tried to make the whole thing Tijuana.
Right.
You did.
Because it all.
You know what? Because there's a lot of tacos in Mexico.
And then you had a video. Was it worthwhile? You said the colors of Northern Kingdom. It wouldn't show up when I clicked on it for Facebook.
No, but
paper bag test.
Yes.
Toby's a 845.
845.
845.
845.
Nah, Toby is a 730.
Nah, he ain't 730.
He's 730, man.
If I'm 845,
y'all about.
But you bring them arms close, bro. It's not even the same.
Damn, he's 745. I tried to get it to you. You BMW.
And his face gets redder than mine in the
Damn
sun.
it.
Yo,
Dude, no, when you came back from Las Vegas,
his
my man.
You was really Rubio.
And then he just gets red and turns back
really
to white.
Rosado.
I might get a little sunburn on the face, but then it darkens up.
Yeah,
my man.
You was
he's on the lighter end.
You was a little lighter.
But no, little. That's an even more powerful example though, because he Judah.
Right. No, he in the spirit
He
and
Judah.
in the flesh. And in the flesh, we'll give it to you.
Roo.
Roo, man. All right, was this any good? Is it worthwhile? I don't know. I didn't see the video.
Me neither.
Can you guys speak instead of just?
This just shows the cake not turn thing.
Oh, we already did that.
Already.
Come on, man.
And you didn't ring.
Oh.
Well, he's not Benson.
Damn.
He is.
That's a special ring for the special Benson.
He's Benson's Benson.
Damn it, right.
So he needs like a
another one. He needs another one.
Right, Chombo. Chombo Blanco. No, what was it in Panama? What did they call it? What was it in Panama? Chombo was the dark skinned ones, right? What did they call the light skinned ones? I can't remember what it was. Benji, that you? That's Benji? And then one of them clown Cornelio. I can't remember what it was in Panama. So the light skinned Hispanics, Northern Kingdom, they call something else.
I think that is Benji.
The dark skinned ones were chombos, no? And then the one that was if they thought you were like white, like Caucasian, they said
Fulo.
They said fulito. So fulito is you're a light-skinned Northern Kingdom, but they know you're Northern Kingdom. They know you're Panamanian, right?
Oh.
So I'm fulito, right?
Okay.
If you're darker, you're chombo.
Damn.
If they think you're the white man, like they played Cornelius and they thought
Damn.
Oh.
said because when we were checking into the
Yeah.
hotel, we were like, what is he? What is he? Oh, that's a chombo. That's a chombo. Zeph's a chombo. If you're like brown like that, you're chombo. And he said, no, he's fulito. And then then Zeph said, what about him? What's Cornelio? She said, white man.
Oh, damn.
Ravi Blanco.
Oh, snap.
Oh, man. And that's what we just kept
Damn.
clowning. We kept clowning
That's where that came
Cornelius.
from.
We kept clowning Cornelius after that, bro. That was it.
El
We kept
temerario.
clowning after that. Right. But the point is that they knew, right?
Right,
Like
right.
they understood and they knew that there's light skin, Northern Kingdom, there's dark skin, and then there's the white man, right? So they knew that. Right. White with a hard. She went white man. She said, white man. That thing is hilarious. Hey. Oh, the Taco Bell.
You
gotta play that every time I say everything's a taco for Mexicans.
Yo, that's lit.
Let's try it. Everything's a taco for Mexican food.
That's a good one.
Snap. Hey, we are a beautiful nation because we are the world.
We are the children.
We represent every look in the whole world.
Yeah.
Damn. Right? We represent every look in the whole world.
Right.
Damn.
But as a holy seed.
That part.
But as a holy seed.
That
right?
part. Even
So-
if you got thin eyes.
Right.
Like
hey yo. Like Issachar from North Carolina. I call him a Jap.
Damn.
I'm just messing with him, man. I'm just messing with him. Hey,
why are we playing footsies, bro?
Give me the other one first before you do this one.
You started
The other
already,
calendar.
man.
So, and we got to play Graybeard again so we can show. And it's the two Graybeard videos, right? So we're going to show the first one, and then we're going to show the follow-up, all right? Let's get back on target with the relationship standards. I might not go over the other thing about nothing moving you. I don't know if we have time after we do this delusional stuff. And I had a lot of... Well, guys, you have to make sure anything we don't go over, you tag, and you say from here we didn't go over. Like you did that one week. I like that. Do that again when we miss stuff that we didn't get to cover, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the chances to find a woman of my dreams? Let's start with the brothers first, because the sisters be, and maybe the power won't turn out. If I start with the men first.
and women.
Right.
All right, but let's show Graybeard first. Let's show Graybeard. Let's deal with the delusional thing, right? Are you delusional? Some people, I think, overestimate their worth, and if not your worth and value, you're overestimating what's available. And I'm not saying that you settle, but I'm saying be realistic in what's available to you. All right. So let's play this. Play it from the beginning. Go ahead.
Oh,
Delusion
go back, man.
I've been playing around with the delusion calculators for men and women. Just do a search for male or female delusion calculator and you'll find them. Select age, minimum height and income, exclude married, obesity, etc. I
Stop.
used my own
because
info.
nobody
Six
look, people talk so much crap, and they're gonna say the weight's not gonna matter to me. But when you put it as obesity,
right,
a lot of people are not gonna. If you had them select, they're not gonna pick somebody obese unless they're obese themselves, and that's usually the man.
Right.
Because the woman that's obese, we've shown videos before. She wants somebody that's fit.
She delusional.
Didn't I post a video like that?
Yeah, you posted, but did we play it?
They got it pulled up.
Oh, no, we never played it. You got to look for that one.
They got it up.
Oh, they got it?
I saw it earlier.
The one with the
Yeah.
where they ask her on the street
Yeah.
and she says she wants somebody that works out?
It was right there.
Right. Let's show that one to show what I'm talking about.
Are y'all ready or what? IT on the spot.
I know. I got you moving around, but you gotta.
Oh yes, sir.
Level up.
Gotta grab that.
It was in the tab.
Level up.
I seen
It's
it.
you.
What's your
Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
Just to show you the delusion that people have. Because I've always said this. Get the scripture about stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Oh, stop. Yo.
Oh my God.
I'm going to do Deacon Malachi. Hey, yo.
The book of Sirach.
Hold on. Before you read it. It starts with looks. Generally. You're going to look at somebody, and at the very least, they got to be soft on the eyes. Right? At the very least, they
Not
gotta be
hard
soft.
on the eyes.
Not hard on the eyes. They got to be soft on the eyes. Right? I'm not saying they got to be whatever your highest standard is,
But not that.
Wait, bro.
Hey, yo.
Exactly.
But it starts with appearance.
Right.
Right? It starts with appearance. They got to be soft on the eyes, right? And soft on the eyes means like you got to see something that you feel like they're okay.
You can work with.
I usually rate things this way as far as looks go, without even talking about the body, but just the face, right? You have good looking. You have not good looking, right? Because some people get offended with ugly. And then you have ones that I say regular, meaning I don't think they're ugly. I don't think they're pretty. They're just
you aight.
No, they're not even aight.
Damn.
No, they're not even aight. They're just there.
Okay.
Like just a plain face that doesn't move you one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I rate it, right? So you have ugly, and of course there's more degrees to that. You know, you have fugly, right?
Yeah.
You know,
You
you have
said-
fine.
You said she's
Fine. Right? Okay. You have a dime, you know, all of that, right? But it's you have good looking, not good looking, and then just kind of nothing. Like they're not really
good looking, not good looking.
Right, you know.
We weren't gonna say
And I guess in some respect, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, I think that's just someone says who's ugly that says that. But I think in general, people do have different things that appeal to them, right? So I can see how somebody who I find very regular, someone thinks is like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I scored. You know what I'm saying? Like I see that. But my point is, men are a little more pliable in what they look for when they want to marry somebody. And if there is something where a man will accept somebody that's less than his ideal, it usually happens on the man's side. A woman typically doesn't until she sees that maybe she's really run out of her options. Right?
Damn.
And I'm going to show you that example here. All right? Go ahead.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out.
Where's the beep? We need the beep.
What's your biggest
No. That beep was timed wrong. When the cat is there, that's when you have to do it.
Yep.
Go ahead. Play. I'm gonna play that one more time for y'all. So run it all the way back.
Yep,
Come on.
yep,
All right. Look at what's on the screen before you hit play.
Turn it up a little bit. Turn it up a little bit.
I was shell shocked.
I'm telling
What's
you,
your
bro.
biggest-
Hold on.
Oh my God.
I was even thinking, Captain Abiel went over a narcissism class. I want to dive into it on the show at some point. I was looking at narcissism, and women like to drop that word a lot, but they actually tend to be maybe not on the extreme end of the spectrum because it's a spectrum, right? So you have like a healthy level of narcissism where there's a certain amount like narcissism summarized deals with the importance of self, and there has to be a measure of self. If you're totally selfless, then there's no self-preservation mechanism for yourself, right? Like it's false to think that somebody's completely selfless, right? You have to have some measure of it. So there's a healthy measure of what people don't want to call it narcissism, but everybody has a little bit of narcissism in themselves. What happens is when you get, I forgot what they call it on the scale. When we go over it, we'll talk about it. There's one that's like in the middle, and that one is where the majority of people fall. And then you have the extreme one where people are like really unwell. They got spirits on them.
Right.
But women tend to be very narcissistic because there's a lot of self-centerism, and it's about their needs more than anything else. And I have one where I put like the 6 ways women manipulate. That's narcissistic behavior, like to show you that. Like, and a lot of them don't even realize that they're moving in that way. But they'll be the first ones to try to call someone else narcissistic, right? But anyway, this is a case of freaking
delusion.
Delusion.
Is it the same thing when you went over about the ego? Like you got to have a little bit ego.
Right, you got to have some ego, right?
But 1 second. So you'll go in Walmart, right? And you'll see a good-looking brother with one of those.
Yes, bro.
Almighty.
He said, "I made it." He said,
She's probably doing the things, and I don't even mean sexually, that the pretty one won't do.
"Oh my God, damn."
That's how you see that stuff. Excuse me, I'm chewing some Tums. I didn't even eat anything crazy today. I had berries and yogurt before I got here.
Damn it.
Oh snap.
Anyway, It's the hernia.
Yes, David. That's exactly what it is.
Anyway, listen.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably
No. I
when
said
they don't
wait.
work out.
Come on, man.
Él no manda aquí, yo mando.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Roll it back. We got to get the effect. Look at him. Look at him.
They even struck.
Look at that. Look at what is about to say what they.
Damn.
Oh man.
And this proves my point.
It's
And someone goes, "Oh, this is one woman." Nah, I'm sure he probably has tons of video where they all say that shit.
Right.
I think that's his thing. Play it.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
What's your biggest?
Now go back to Graybeard. Go back to Graybeard just to show you what I was saying.
That's
okay?
delusional.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Go ahead.
You okay with it, Toby?
Yeah, I need some Tums.
You need some Tums too? Golly.
You want some Tums?
No, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
I've been playing around with the delusion calculators for men and women. Just do a search for male or female delusion calculator and you'll find them. Select age, minimum height and income, exclude married, obesity, etc. I used my own info, 6 foot tall, not married, fat, all of that. I'm in the top 0.7% of white men aged 45 to 54. And that's not even factoring in actual physical attractiveness. If the data could quantify for the difference between not being fat and having a muscular athletic physique, that number would go from 0.7% to something probably more like 0.2%. Men, type in your own stats. For example, if you're in your early 40s, average height, not fat, make a good living, but sub 6 figures, you're still in the top 2.3% of men. The women you're giving your attention to, are they the top 1 or 2% of women? I'm betting not. And then do your own mental calculations. Is she actually attractive or just not fat? The average woman has at least a double-digit body count. So for her to truly be the top 1 or 2% of women, you'd have to be fairly confident that she's not been ran through. So men, if you're in the top 1 or 2%, why settle for chunky, ran through, leftover women?
Damn.
Well, all right.
Shots fired.
Now, let's check out this delusion calculator. And after we do the calculator, we'll show his other video that he talks about it, where he follows up on it. All right?
We're doing the men first.
I want the men one first. All right? No, the other calculator. There you go. The male reality calculator. What are the chances to find the woman of my dreams? Scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll put my initial standards. Let's say I was unmarried, right? Let's say I was unmarried. Exclude any married woman. Do the age first. So I'm 46. So I would say I wouldn't want to go higher than 55. No, yeah, you go as high as 55. All right, this is if I was single today, right? And the youngest I would go is 37. All right, let's just say that, okay? Obviously, not anybody married. Now, if I want to be realistic in that age range, I don't think I can exclude mothers.
Okay.
Right. No, that's facts.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
I mean, am I off?
Nah, this is 2024.
Right? So I would have to, and I've never been a shake and bake kind of guy. You know what I mean by that?
No.
Shake and bake, you just add chicken.
Oh.
Shake and bake family, just add Joshua.
Right. Oh, so you team no stepdad?
I'm team no stepdad.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm team no stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Exclude mothers.
Yeah.
Damn it. Team no stepdad.
All right.
Exclude mothers.
Yes. If they're like grown and out the house, then maybe.
There you go.
Right, then maybe.
But
let's do it like that. Let's do Black Hispanic, so we cover our people.
What about the samurai?
All right. No freaking samurai. God. Oh my God! Sorry, I said the F-bomb. Definitely exclude overweight and definitely exclude obese. I'm sorry. You could say that's whatever, it counts. No taller than 5'8" and 4'11" to 5'8". That's fine. I'll take that. Income doesn't matter. Find out. No, put it to 0. It doesn't matter.
What's the little beep beep beep?
Yeah, hit that little
beep 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 beep.
Find out. Let's see what I would find.
Probability.
According to the statistical data, the probability of a woman of the U.S. female population, this is just U.S., age 37 to 55, that's not a mom.
It's not obese.
That's not obese. It's not overweight.
Not overweight.
All right. That's Israel. I put black or Hispanic.
Not married.
0.441% that I would find a woman like that.
That's a needle in a haystack.
What does that even mean?
And then they got to be attractive.
Right. And then I got to look for if they're ugly or just okay.
Yeah.
Like not good looking or good looking.
Right.
There you go.
Not, okay.
Not good looking.
Out of how many people? Like 20 million?
Only
30?
175,000 women in the United States meets my ideal woman.
Needle in a haystack.
And then how many of them are keeping the commandments?
We can't even do a third of that. We can't even do a third of a fourth.
So, Lord forbid, something happened and my wife,
God.
the Lord would have taken her or something like that. Lord forbid,
right.
I'm going to remain unmarried.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
What's my reality prescription?
Oh, my God.
You're a hobby enthusiast.
Wow. Right. So the more red pills, I need 4 red pills to come out of my delusion. That means I would have to lower my standards.
Right.
So, all right, do me a favor. Go back, put mothers back in play.
What the hell?
All you got to do is
exclude mothers?
Exclude mothers. Click that. All
and
right.
Then go all, black Hispanic.
Black Hispanic.
Oh.
All right. 4'11" to 5'8".
Yeah, because they still ain't fat.
I'm sticking to my guns with the
Stand
fatness.
on business. Stand on business.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you hear that, hun? I would remain unmarried. You don't got to worry if... If you died, I would remain unmarried because I wouldn't find anybody. All right, if I get mothers, the percentage goes up
to 1 million.
1 million. How many are in the truth?
Yeah.
I mean, how many are a virtuous woman in the truth?
No, the body count just can't. It don't matter how many times with the same guy. It's just the number of bodies. All right. Okay, look. Okay,
oh, you're down the earth.
I'm a little more down to. I still need a couple of red pills.
Right.
Now you're down to earth.
Nah, because that Brandon Jamal effect, that single. Now you were single.
Well,
mom.
and remember what he said.
Oh, we got it. I think we got it.
Yes, hun, you made the cut. That's why I married you. Right. Listen, you're not accounting for attractiveness now.
No, that's what I said. Yeah.
So first of all, that number's gonna go way down in the truth.
All the way.
And I like the term attractiveness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that goes into the beauty's the eye of the beholder. What might be pretty for you might not be pretty for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
So attractiveness is very personal, right?
Yes.
But I know it's not fat over.
That is true. Hey,
man,
you did not budge for that,
man.
Right. Okay. So
now you're down to earth.
It just don't look good, bro.
It don't.
It don't look good.
The stats ain't statting right now.
No, they're not statting. It doesn't account. It doesn't account for body count.
No. Oh no. Yeah.
That's what we have.
It don't.
That's why we gotta wait
and
for
I
her
gotta
to
tell
say
you
a
something.
4-1.
At my age, if she wasn't like married for an extended period of time,
right,
I gotta assume the body count's extremely high.
Yeah. It's 2024.
Like if I find somebody between 37 and 55 that's never been married,
now you gotta ask what's wrong with them.
I gotta ask what's wrong with them, and I gotta really assume how many bodies.
Cause look, like now it's like if you're 35 and you don't have any kids, it's kind of like, or you never been married, like, sis, what's wrong with you?
Hey, yo,
you know, like for real, cause that's the times we living in.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
And listen, if you stepdad and that's your thing, I'm not saying it. It's just not for me.
That's not for me.
It's not for me. You know, I see things differently spiritually than a lot of other people, so that's not for me.
Tino stepdad.
Yeah, I give respect. I mean,
yeah,
my stepdad, I don't have done what he did, and he stuck around with 4 kids that weren't his. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and let's not even get into the way my mom treats him, and he's still around. So,
God,
you know,
it's like that video where she got 50 years out of him.
Man, just sucked them dry.
The one where he took her to court about finding out if the paternity test was his or not.
Yeah, we gotta show that.
Yeah, that
can we show that one?
Can we pull it out of the archives?
Pull it out the archives. Get it ready. Yeah. After 50 years, and then we're gonna do the woman's delusion calculator and see what's up. You know what? Y'all talk about something else before you play that. I'm gonna exit stage left real quick.
Go ahead.
I'll be back.
Say something, Romain.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
welcome to the Power Hour Plus.
Hey, we're waiting on Deacon.
Yes.
Right? Go to the woman's calculator. Okay? And now, sisters, because I know we did this last week, and when we were in the middle of
in the midst of your speech, that thing went kataya.
Yo, they said Shazam, and the power, like
man, they was joining together in the spirit, like no.
Yo, so sisters, we need now. Now we need your guys. Obese, yes or no? Married, yes or no? Your age range, sisters. What age range would you go for? Your height, scroll down. And ethnicity, we can go black or black Hispanic. Scroll down. And then your income. How much do you want the brother to make? So sisters, because last week we were, but put it all in one message.
Yeah. Let us know. Let's go.
Yippee. Put it all in one message. So zoom out a little bit so they can see all of it. So do you want the brother obese? Yes or no? You okay with that? God damn, Toby.
Bruh.
What is happening today?
You okay? You know.
Bruh.
They don't do with the father here. Hey,
yeah, don't be doing no rain dancing this week. Let's go.
Yes. So
don't be scared.
Last week we couldn't do it, and one of the sisters did it, and we're typing in the information. So sisters, age range, height, income, obese or not obese. Let's go. And while you're doing that, hey, someone had said, Lord's will, we go to Oaxaca. That's why the Booster Club is important. Make sure you donate and you are part of the Booster Club. IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. There you go.
Right.
What's the income expectation, sisters?
You putting the eyes up and you ain't putting nothing down. Netavaya, what's happening?
Sisters, hey, sisters.
Look at this. They doing this rain dance, tap dancing.
Sister Corinne.
No, we're not.
Oh!
We're not saying.
We. ¿Qué pasó?
All the sounds down.
No, it's just the cable. You see that connection right there, Rudy Blue? Which one? Right there, man. It's just the headphones.
Hold on.
No, it's my charger. Oh, that too? Yeah, get my charger. So my
You see that connection right there, Rudy Blue? Yeah. Hey, and make sure you they can hear us. No, there's sound.
Wait,
there's sound. It's no headphone sound.
Oh, there. Okay.
I know because his belly, he has to. You're not giving me room to get
in. Hey, and make sure y'all donate to. Make sure y'all donate to IUIC Phoenix so we can get a new school rose with it.
Sisters did do the rain dance last week.
Yes. Did you get the charger box?
Hey,
this?
Yes.
Yeah,
hold on, because my wife said I got the Jew, but I gotta show her. Put my stats in.
Oh snap!
All right, put.
Hey, you show me the camera. Something wrong with the camera?
Right. Exclude obese. Right. Exclude married. Right. That's because we're gonna presume like she was looking for me. Put 40 to 46. My wife don't want to be with somebody. I'm older than my wife. Just put 5-4. Put it both on 5. Put 5-4 or 5-5. I want it as close to my stats as possible. All right. You can bring that down a little bit. And put it at 100. Just to say, I don't want people assuming what I make. But
right.
Hey, Dick, how much you make?
I'm not putting
right.
it.
Right. No, yeah.
Not putting it. But let's just put it.
Mm-hmm.
Put do they have Hispanic? Yeah, Hispanic. Okay. Let's put that. Let me find out.
And go. And now. And click.
He probably
gonna have
didn't
to refresh
the page.
Yep.
He didn't refresh the page.
And refresh. Oh, right there.
Golly, you are a diamond in the rough. Wait.
I am.
You a diamond in the rough,
bro. Hun. So that means the chance of you finding somebody else like me is almost non-existent, especially when you put in someone who's keeping the commandments.
Right.
Right.
All right. 0.16.
Hey, didn't Job say that?
At least for women, what did I have? 2.7 if I did kids, right? And that, I mean, that doesn't account for attractiveness. I understand that that's highly personal, right? But even being 5'4",
right? Bring it out.
Like it's not even top 1%. Like it's below that. Like I'm in the top 0.16%.
Man, you know what's so heavy about these delusional calendars? Because women always
Stretch
say
the income out. Stretch the income out.
They always say what they want in a man, but when you actually bringing out the math and the statistics, their mind is nowhere in alignment with what's reality.
Right. And that's the point that I wanted to bring out. That's the point that why don't you just go back, bro? Damn, they say.
Oh God.
Delusional score.
Oh, God.
Well, it is delusional because I'm married, so they ain't gonna get me. Bring the income down to let's put 55. Put 55 to 150. Let's see how that changes the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. And I think there's something with the calculator. Even if you put woman on there, it gets worse.
Damn. So you got to be short and broke. Like what's happening right now?
Damn.
That's crazy.
Wow. Look at that. Hey, all right. Let's pick our sisters. All right. Let's do Alicia Israel's. Hers just popped up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back. Make sure you refresh when you go back. Refresh it. All right. Change it to woman. Change it to women. She said age 23 to 27, not obese, 6 foot, 50K and up. 23 to 27, 6 foot. Exclude married. Always exclude married. Nobody's nobody wants somebody that's married.
What was this?
We commandment keepers here. Do 6 feet. She said just 6 feet. Because she says 6 feet. She didn't give a range.
Yeah, leave it right there.
And then income, she said 100 to 1. No, what she said? 50K and up. Do 50K to the max.
Oh God. Just put 50K
all
and
the way
max
up.
it out.
All right. And you didn't say. Well, it as long as it's Israel, right? So let's do black. Let's start with black. Negro. Right. I like.
Oh my God.
Oh snap.
That is.
Sorry,
delusion.
sis.
That is delusion. At 50K. At 50K.
Sorry, sis Alicia. There ain't nobody out there for you.
Oh
What's
my
her delusion?
God.
What's her delusion? Your origins lie beyond Earth's feet. You got to go
You
to
in the
outer space
firmament.
to find the man you want.
She got to pull an angel out the sky.
All right. Let's do.
She got to bring one of the prophets back
from the firmament.
Go do sis Sarai. She put 1 2.
Hey,
right, so
I put another calculator.
Women.
Have you tried this one? Did you look at this one?
I think it didn't have Hispanic, that one, so I didn't do it. So women. We're doing sisters. Exclude obese. Exclude married. What was the age?
45 to 50.
45 to 50.
5'6".
5'6". Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do Northern Kingdom for her. Let's just
okay.
And
one to 150.
She didn't give a range, so do 5'6". Just keep 5'6". 5'6".
Oh God.
Okay, and then
100 to 150.
100 to 150 the income. That's not bad. You would think a man that age would be making that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if he did his stuff right. Okay.
There you go.
Do Hispanic. Let's find out. And you know why I don't pick Native American? Because they put Alaskan in there too.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh my God.
0.06.
Firmament.
0.06.
Bring on.
Firmament.
What's the delusion calculator?
Firmament.
5
out of 5.
Oh,
dang.
My God. Oh my God. Oh, someone said even lower my stats in percentage wise as far as where I'm at because I'm a man of God and I'm a deacon.
Yeah.
So I'm not just a man of God.
Oh God.
I wasn't even thinking about counting my rank.
Sheesh.
I wasn't even thinking about counting my rank. Oh my goodness.
So
You're like 0.2.
Who else we got?
Let's see
what else we got.
Keep it durance.
Just keep it durance.
Let's see what else we got. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, you didn't give an age. If you didn't give an age, I can't do it.
Gamaria from I think she from OKC.
But where is she?
She at the bottom. Yep.
Newer comments.
Oh,
no, she had posted. Comment? She posted it twice.
All right, let's try her. 35 to 40.
Not obese.
Not obese. See how many people don't want the obese? Y'all sisters that say no obese, you better not be obese yourself.
Man, bring it out.
Don't be like the things that we saw.
Oh
Don't
my
you want my
God.
measurement?
Like the corn on the cob.
What'd you
35
say?
to
Don't
40,
you want my measurement?
5'7" to 6. She said one of the 12 tribes, northern or southern, because we got to.
Yeah. Y'all, you need to say black or Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
They don't have northern or southern. They just
Yeah.
What northern or southern? Get Mariah,
northern or southern.
or is it Gemariah? Northern or southern? We wait. I know there's a delay.
Yeah. And while you're at it, make sure you're subscribed to IUIC Phoenix. The numbers are going up, and we're almost hitting our goal.
Hey, and share this broadcast because you see it's lit up in here. Where's she at?
Sister,
I want
Get
to know if
Mariah.
she's northern or southern.
do you want northern or southern?
She said one of the 12 tribes, but we can't pick both. Like we would have to do one or the other first.
Right. Sis.
Can we just do one and then the other?
Yeah, go ahead. So do
All
black
right.
first. Do black since it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She said, I'm working on it. Ladies in waiting.
Firmament.
0.04. You're delusional.
Sis. Yeah,
She said southern. Firmament.
You're delusional.
Oh, snap.
You're delusional. Oh my goodness.
Sis. Sisters, I don't know, man.
That's why we say some of y'all just gotta not worry about it.
Man.
Just
And just endure this.
stay dolo.
Oh my God.
What's a ridiculous age gap? You know, I can't say anything that I can give you a scripture that'll say age gap. It was a different time. Also, they married a lot younger. The women, at least, were a lot younger. Discussions that we have had, like in leadership, 10 at the absolute most. 10. And again, there's not a rule. I don't want anybody to take this and say, y'all said this. You'll get your counsel. 10-year difference at the absolute most. And I think you got to be within 4 to 6. I think me and my wife are 6. And I'll tell you why. And we have some cultural age gap things that kind of get in the way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean in a real negative way. It's minor. It's not a big issue. In my opinion, in my experience, anything more than 4 years age difference, and my rationale is because of the 4-year high school thing. And I feel like every 4 years, kids in high school, it's like a cultural difference thing, right? This is just me talking. This is stuff that I've mused on. I think anything more than 4 years, it starts to get difficult as far as, and when I say culturally, I don't mean race wise. I'm talking about like as far as the generation that you grew up with. There's differences in music, appeal, even shows and things that you like. And to me, those are minor in the bigger arch of things. And I think when you get to 10 or more, there's unique problems that come up in the relationship because of the age differences and the mindset of the individuals, right? And I think if you speak to people who have not been successful in those big age gaps, they'll be able to articulate that a lot better as to why it doesn't typically work. And usually it's more acceptable in society for the man to be older versus the woman, right?
Right.
So, you'll have a man that's 20 years your senior, and some people won't bat an eye on that, right? Who the hell is married to somebody ridiculously young that it just doesn't make sense to me?
The football.
I saw somebody the other day recently, like she's 23. Oh, Bill Belichick. He's like 63, 73, and his partner is like 23 or something like that, or 26.
That's his great granddaughter.
Yeah. I was gonna say the football owners, the football
great granddaughter
owners, football team owners.
Bill
what?
Michael Douglas, the actor.
Yeah.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones. They're like a 40-year difference, something like that, right? And then you got to consider, like someone dying first, like the big age gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Body changes,
Yeah.
stuff like that, hormonal changes, stuff not working the same. I think it's just, give me the scripture about stumble not the beauty of a woman, right? So,
No, don't put that up.
The book of
because
Sirach,
that's,
chapter
right.
25.
So he's like 63 or 73, and she's
He old as hell.
and she's like 23 or 26, and you know why she's with him.
Gold digger.
Hey.
You can't tell me that that's just
Nah.
because she be up on this delusion calculator, and
Yeah.
So what she had to do is change her standards, and she threw the looks out the window, not for love's sake, but for
in the age range.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Claw have mercy.
Right. I think that is kind of like when that's a
like-
nasty. That's just a dirty old man, bro.
Man. Golly.
That's just a dirty old man. You know, there was one where they were like walking in the park, and you see the big difference in his whole body's out of shape too. Like, you know. But anyway,
you digress.
Bring that scripture real quick, because here's the thing. I was saying that it starts with looks.
Yes.
And that's fine, but then you almost have to put that aside, because look at, we're not even dealing with people in the truth. That's why there's such a premium that you find somebody in here, right? So anybody who's thinking like you're gonna do better somewhere else, you're delusional also.
Yes.
Right?
Maybe more so.
Right. So you have to consider that the value of somebody that's in this truth. And I'm not saying don't go for attractiveness, but you know, like I showed a brother what I would think, and he's an older brother, right? I showed an older brother. Everyone that he's asked for has said no to him. I showed him two that actually would have been interested in him, and he said no. So it means to me that he's the brother that we're going to read about in this scripture now.
Damn.
Is he delusional?
I think he's delusional because I saw a sister that I kind of know of. I'm not hasty to give credit. Like, if I don't know you very personally, it's hard for me to say that you're a good brother or a good sister. I think we use that a little lightly, right? And you say, oh, that's a good one or a good report. Yeah, good report doesn't necessarily mean that's a good person, right?
Right.
And there's a lot that goes into chemistry, and I'm not even talking about physically, right? Like, that's one part of it. And I showed him a sister that I think was more in his age range. I think she was in the not ugly, not pretty category. But, I mean, you know, you're in your 60s. We're looking at this delusion calculator.
Firmament.
And it's just talking. Like, I think maybe you should have just had the conversations, and maybe you'd be pleasantly surprised.
By her inward.
But if you immediately disqualify based on that, you know, based on the appearance, and I get it, maybe that's not your cup of tea, but then I think the older you get, you gotta kind of
The window closes.
Something gotta change in what you're seeking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you gotta be, and you know, I know we did this funny, and you know, it's like, you know, we have segments like this and we do this.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta be realistic in what might be available in the pool, especially if you want a believing person. You know, maybe your numbers increase. You know, maybe the income's not that important to you, and that opens up more opportunities to you. But I mean, I think if you're a woman looking for stability, I do think income is important. We've gone over that in the scripture, how, you know, the man's role as a provider is important. But read the scripture real quick.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Right. And like I said, this particular brother, I think it's, you know, in his 60s, and he's just looking, you know, and I guess from as much as I can look at it, because, again, I wouldn't say a man is attractive, obviously. I'm not gay. I think he's a decent looking brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give credit to a brother and say, okay, like, you know, looks neat, you know,
Takes care of himself.
looks like he takes care of himself relatively okay and stuff like that. I mean, okay report. I mean, I'm not wild by him, but I'm not, you know, he doesn't suck either. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, like, you got to kind of be a little realistic as to what you bring to the table and what your motivations are and what you're looking for then, right? It's a stumble not at the beauty of a woman. And this is the part, and I'll apply this to sisters as well. I understand that the looks matter, but when it says stumble, it means don't let that be the thing that derails you from potentially finding somebody that could be kind of meaningful for you in the context of what you're looking for in marriage. And look at how hard it is just with these type of minimal standards. Women are really hung up on height more than anything else. And they're always talking about they want the 6 foot, they want the 6 foot. Yeah. Now, if you are a 6 foot woman, I can understand how you might want somebody taller, but
yes.
I mean, when you think about it, why? Because pictures? When you're walking down the street holding hands, you want a certain look? I mean, not to sound lewd, the bedroom's undefiled when you're married, but you're the same size laying down. You know, like the parts that need to link up are going to link up.
Right.
So what's your hang up on height?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, think about it. Your standards are based on things that people can't change, right? You know, maybe obesity, somebody could bring that down. Overweight, they could bring that down. But height's not going to change. So maybe that's one you need to throw out the window, right? You know, like, and say, okay, let me look at this differently in that regard. Now, I get it. I was having this conversation with Asher because Asher's, I think he's like my height or like a tad shorter. And he was saying he wouldn't want somebody taller than 5'8" because he might feel a little weird by it, right?
Right.
And I guess, I mean, I've dated tall women when I was in the world before. I mean, almost everybody's taller than me when you're my height. So, you know. And plus, I found the shorter ones are a little more feisty for my taste anyway, so.
Oh, dang.
Kind of like the Chihuahuas. You know, Chihuahuas that just right. Big dogs really don't bark excessively and stuff like that. But the Chihuahuas, I got you. And I found like a lot of women shorter than me. You know, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So, let's get the definition of stumble so we can look at this, right? And then I want to play the after one of Graybeard. And I might not be able to go over everything else that I wanted to. We went over that Hosea stuff, but
mark it where we stop.
Right. I know the women that have been taller than me. I think maybe the tallest I've dated was like 5'10", and that's pretty significant when you're 5'4". It looks pretty different. But she was nuts about me. But like the height thing didn't matter to her because of everything else, I guess. So, get the definition of stumble. Yeah, I like that. Read that.
Stumble, trip, or momentarily lose one's balance.
Right. So when it says don't stumble, right, and get dictionary because sometimes they'll give the context that's not physical, like actionable, right? Let me see what it says. There, read number three.
Number 3, to make a slip, mistake, or blunder. Especially a sinful one.
Especially a sinful one. Or one where we know the sanctity of marriage and we know the minimal outs that you have from marriage. To go into something like that so hastily, and this is where I think we've put respect, where we've made the bedroom undefiled because we don't condone things outside of marriage. But when you read this verse now, understanding that it means to slip or make a mistake or a blunder. Let's read this again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Right. Stumble not. Don't slip. Don't make a mistake. And I'll say this not just at the woman, but of the man, too. We just did this. I know it was all fun and games, but you look at this delusion calculator, and I know this is only U.S. men and everything else, but look at how small those percentages are on 3 or 4 arbitrary requirements.
Right. Yep.
What about the weightier things that you want from somebody?
Wisdom, protection.
Where are you gonna find that? And then you got to find out within the confines of a mustard seed of believers.
Right.
And again, I'll be the last one to tell you to settle, understand, because in the same way I'm saying, don't let the looks be such a driver that you make a mistake and you wind up. You know, really, that's on the surface is talking about don't sin for the beauty of a woman. But you can make this mistake in choosing the spouse. And I think too many people here are just, marriage is just the method of transportation to get what you want. So whether you get there by plane, train, or automobile, you wanted a partner, extra income to help you with something, you wanted kids, you didn't want to be alone anymore, whatever the hell your reason is. It was not spiritual enough. It was not strong enough for you to pick a partner. And you go into these things, not just based on beauty, but on other things that make you stumble. And then you wind up in a marriage that there's no hardness of your heart that you can get out of it. And even more for a woman, because we know the woman, it's death or he got to leave. So even more so for a woman, I think the selectiveness has to be realistic, but also moved with caution, right? And that's what I mean by not being delusional by what you think is out there. I've said this over and over as I've spoken about this stuff. A man in here trumps any man out there, regardless of these arbitrary things that we put in front of us, right? Right. So, once you locked in, you locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got brothers coming to you talking about what's the significance of a 3-year proving, once you locked in, you locked in.
You locked in.
That's yours. That's your possession. And the requirements of you as a husband have to be met regardless. And just like a wife has to meet her requirements regardless, right? The 50-50, if you want to go 50-50, it's not that you split stuff. It's that you meet your half of the requirements that the relationship says you meet, which is the man's role, and you meet your role as a woman, regardless of what you got in front of you, right? If we had more time, I would have went into the speech thing and stuff like that. Maybe we talk about that a little bit next week. But let's play this after watching that delusion thing.
It's like that video that we played the other day, and he said, you got to give her something to submit to. That's the 50-50.
The Delusion calculators, a follow-up to Monday's post. The main utility for the female calculator is a reality check to women who seem to think there's an abundance of men 6 foot or taller and wealthy before the age of 40. But all the calculators can do is quantify.
Stop. Oh my gosh. Back 10 seconds.
Back 10 seconds. He says the delusion is that these basic things you're looking for, you think there's an abundance of them.
And it's not.
There's not. But here's the thing. I'm not saying just take any bum that's outside of these things. But when you go through that proving process, you got to look for the things that the Bible says a man should be. And it's not as simple as just asking the question and getting the right answer, because you're going to get the right answer from the representative. Mm-hmm. You need a body of years to see that person's life. Remember, I said anybody can have a good year. It's a lot harder to have 3 good years. You need to see a broad spectrum of that individual through various things that will happen in their life so that you can have that understanding, right? And it will be much more meaningful should you move forward with that marriage if you wait. Because guess what? If you have regrets, the same way the scripture says, train up a child, do all these things. If you follow everything that the scriptures say on how you raise your kid and they still go off, then you can have a clean conscience. Mm-hmm. You'll have no regrets if you did everything the right way, because there was nothing you missed. It's just the way this person is. And guess what? Even then, you still got to rock with them. You locked in, right? You wanted to rock. Now you locked. That's it.
T-shirt. Can we get a bomb for the bars?
Right. So I don't want to, I know Israel can be dense, and we have selective hearing, and we hear what we want to hear. I don't want people running, Deacon said this, Deacon said that. That's why I'm being very precise in what I'm saying. I'm not saying settle. I'm saying kind of readjust your expectations. Let me put it that way. Readjust your expectations. And if you can't stomach the adjustment on your expectations, then maybe you just got to chill dolo for a while.
Yeah, like a while till Christ come back.
Or a while till Christ come back. Right? It depends. It depends, yeah. Right? And I'm not saying, and I know someone will pull, but it says it's better to marry than not burn. But within that context, you still don't throw out all this stuff for the proving.
Right.
Because then you're taking them for lust. Would Paul contradict the scriptures?
Nope. No.
The scripture says, I take not this my wife for lust. Brothers take that understanding. Can we get that in 1 Corinthians 7?
Damn.
Because I had a captain, no less, because of this ladies in waiting program that we're doing now. Say, oh man, what about brothers that are burning? Now they gotta wait till the sister's done with the program. I said, damn, so you've been marrying brothers off just because they want to
smash. You can say smash.
I separated it. I said,
okay.
Right? You got that?
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife.
Right, and that goes with Hebrews about the bed's undefiled, right? To avoid fornication, because if you're not married, then it's fornication. If you're married, it's right, because everybody thinks that means, I could get my freak on. We do whatever in the bed. That falls under that, but it's really talking about sex outside of marriage, right? So even you brothers who fix it and get papers after, you backdoor brothers, you premature marriage brothers, right? You slip and fell in the box. You were a fornicator.
Damn.
And you just try to correct it after the fact.
It's facts.
There got to be a judgment for that. You know, we don't pass. There got to be a condemnation for that. Let me say that. And then we don't condemn, but we pass judgments. And our judgment is, well, you better make it right and marry her, right? Or vice versa. You know, the woman got to get married too.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people take that scripture to say, well, they're burning, so it's better that you get married. But it doesn't mean you throw the proving out the window. These are those 1-year provings, and then the marriages are disasters. Disasters. And guess what? Marriage is hard when everything is ideally done. So now you got to go ahead and do this on somebody that you didn't really know. How are you going to say forever to somebody you spoke to for 1 year? Forever. You're saying maybe you just can't comprehend what forever really means. And you're saying forever. I'd rather people be scared of marriage than be so eager because you're burning. That's why I say the simplicity of using that scripture to justify the program that we're doing, the short proving time. There got to be more. If you're serious about marriage and the sanctity of it and what it represents, it got to be more. And if you decide not to, guess what? You can focus more on the church and God. You know, and with the delusion calculator, like I said, should I ever wind up unmarried, right? Be alone. Like the Lord will have to put that woman in front of me and show me
Here, knuckle.
This. I need you to be with, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I it wouldn't mean that I wouldn't be lonely, but I think I would just throw myself into the work more, the traveling more, the brotherhood more, and I would be fulfilled in that because there's plenty of work to be done.
Facts.
There's plenty of work to be done. So, you know, anybody want to bring anything else out before we play this on what I just said? All right, play it from the beginning.
Delusion calculators, a follow-up to Monday's post. The main utility for the female calculator is a reality check to women who seem to think there's an abundance of men 6 foot or taller and wealthy before the age of 40. But all the calculators can do is quantify basic demographic information, not actual looks or personality or important traits, which is why they're useless for men. Men don't care about a woman's income, and height is nowhere near as important to men.
Stop.
One woman in the comments...
I guarantee you most men don't care about a woman's income. I said put 0 for me.
Right.
Most of you would put 0, right?
Right.
And that opens up our options more, right? Mm-hmm. And men are more likely to say, she not a 10, but, you know,
work with her.
I'll take a 6 that you know, is in
Personality,
shape and,
yeah.
you know, kind of we hear and she cooking and, you know, she throws down on the tacos and, you know, everything else.
Tacos got to be on point, though. They got to be on point.
Oh, and that's the other thing. Women inflate their number. They think they're a lot higher than they are. You
Bring
got
it
women
out.
thinking they're 10s and they're really, some of them
Like
are 5s and 6s.
the corn on the cobs. They were
Right.
Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Bro, men are actually a little more rooted, and the ones that aren't, they suffer from narcissism and a level of delusion. Women are much less realistic on their 1 to 10 scale than men are. I'll tell you that 1,000%. We're a little more realistic. A lot of women think of themselves more highly than they ought to as to what they bring to the table.
That's right.
But you know, that's none of my business.
Got
Go ahead.
He was in the top 0.000 percentile
Stop.
of women.
And you want to know what's
But she
wild? Kevin Samuels was doing this to sisters
left and right.
left and right.
All day.
Left and right. And they was mad at hell.
Man.
On the
I
rare
missed that,
occasion where he did get on a brother, even if the brother was combative at first, he would eventually
Humble down.
humble down.
He humbled that
Respect the
ass
alpha in the
down.
room.
He would eventually humble down and be like, every time I seen it with him with a male interaction,
Yes.
I've seen some where they push back, and once he give him the simp card,
Yeah.
they own it.
They'd be like, yeah.
They own it. They're like, you know what? You're right.
Hey, bro.
They're like, damn, now that you put it in perspective like that, he'll put it in perspective for sisters, and they would still, right?
To the death.
So
Delusional.
To the death.
Sisters tend to be real delusional, right?
Yo, he was, man, Kevin Samuel had a good show, bro. That brother had good
Right.
stuff.
I like the way Bishop said that. He did. I
Yeah.
remember when he does. If you're 5'6", you better make sure the rest of you makes you a 10.
Man,
right?
that's a
but
lot of
here's
room,
the
too.
problem: sisters don't honestly assess themselves.
Right.
Sisters overinflate themselves. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a base because I know there's some sisters in the room that's like, nah, not me. If you overweight and you think you're thick, you're delusional.
Oh, love.
Bro, you got these. If you don't lift weights, you don't have muscle. That's fat at room temperature, which is solidified.
Oh my God.
Fat at room temperature is a solid.
Damn it.
You ever take animal fat, which would be the fat that's
He's
in
still
us?
going in on the fat.
Right? At room temperature, it's a solid. Right?
Dang.
Women, that's what I'm saying. Men, I'm not saying all men, but the majority of men are more realistic in their appearance, in what they bring, right, as far as physical traits, than women are. I'm not talking about the intangible stuff, like the things that you got to learn from a person. But women sometimes even delusional in that.
Damn.
They think, oh, yo, I could cook. But who told you that?
Right. Right. Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Your mama?
Man.
If your mama told you and not the only one that tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no damn sense.
Get
you
your
know?
weight up. Get your weight up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue. There's a lot of women that don't realize they 5 or 6. And when you try to nicely bring it in perspective, and Kevin went through that all the time.
Yes.
And he said, look, I was trying to be nice to you, but now I'm going to have to just, he'll adjust the glasses and get up in the seat.
And then
you know what
he'll
I'm
start
saying?
pressing the sound bites.
He has to start hitting the
at
sound
this,
bites and
at
all that
this.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. For real, though.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Be realistic. Be realistic. Be realistic. Men care far less about income and stuff like that. Go back 10 seconds. Come on.
Oh God.
As important to men. One woman in the comments stated that she was in the top 0.000 percentile of women, but she was a middle-aged single mom and mid to ugly, and she sincerely believes that she's one in however many million. The top 1% men her age, however, wouldn't look twice at her unless she's the waitress bringing another drink, which is the crux of the problem.
Damn! Some of you inflate your value so much, but the man you're looking for wouldn't look twice at you unless you were the waitress bringing the drink, and just nary a glance.
Man.
Because you know you don't be eyeballing the waitresses.
At the
Hooters.
Hooters.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Is she coming closer?
She the waiter. She's the waitress at the Hooters that he just getting the fried pickles from.
Right. Hey, and just to put it in perspective, the calculator has income for men, but most men are not going to care about the income because we understand. A brother that cares about the income, and I'm not saying all of them that cares about the income,
Bring it out.
He probably the one that want to beat the Doonies off and not leave.
And never leave.
And never leave.
Right? I mean, it was not even a thought to me. I said, income, I don't even know what I would want a woman to make. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Right.
Now, if you got good medical insurance, that's a joke. That's a joke. I got my wife.
Please not go there.
My wife.
PTSD.
My wife went back to work, and I told her she was only supposed to go back for a little while so we could like pay off some debt and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, "Damn, your benefits is really good. I think you should stay for a little while."
Man,
I said, I think you should stay for a little while. So I told her, I said, it's not about the money now. It's about, because you cannot work. That's fine. I said, but damn, the medical benefits is delicious.
Man,
benefits go a long way.
But no, seriously, at the end of the day, like, if things got and we really needed her home, she wouldn't have to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But men, I mean, most of us, can you really say that was even a thought for you? But how much, and again, it's not wrong for a woman to have that, right? Like it's different. She needs to marry into something. There's the various challenges for a woman in the world and things like that. And it's actually biblical. But just to show you the difference, right? I'm telling you, women nowadays want to marry because of the Barbie, the television, the magazines, the internet, right? there's really nothing in a marriage for a man if you're not in the truth, right? I'm talking about
Right.
outside of that.
Right,
outside
right.
of that, right? What does he have to gain and everything to lose?
He just getting bills and a headache.
Women, it's a gainful thing for them.
Mm-hmm. It's a come up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see a lot of, and I'm talking just if you look at it without us understanding what marriage represents. And that's why you saw men older and older deciding to get married when they're older and older, right? This like, what does he have to gain? Especially if he's successful. What does he have to gain?
You know what, D?
Everything to lose. Right? How many times men got to start over after marriage because divorce cleans them out?
Fact.
So a woman will want to come in giving nothing of value to the marriage, but as soon as something don't go right, because women initiate 90% of divorces, she want to take half.
And here's the thing: a man has to build his value. All a woman has to do is preserve hers.
Right. That's right.
And that's why the body count matters. You got these sisters saying all things are new in Christ. Well, first of all, when you understand spiritually, the spirit you got on you,
Yeah.
you go back to my promiscuous girl class and the literal physical ramifications of the DNA that's in your brain and in your uterus and in your bloodstream, and then quantify that by however many bodies you had.
Oh my gosh.
I'm marrying a multi-personality individual.
Schizo.
Are many.
And that's why you got a man spirit on you.
Right. Bring it out.
Because you've had man milking you beyond measure.
Damn.
I mean, for real. So I think sisters got to kind of really humble down, and not just from the physical perspective, but even spiritual, and put the respect on the man being the first fruits and where that comes from.
Right.
And embrace what you got here. But at the same time, that I will give advice to my daughter, and fortunately I'm in her life, so I'm going to have ultimate weight in that decision, so long as she stays humble in the scriptures. It's a weighty thing that I have to perform, like the scripture tells you, right? Let's get that. Marry thy daughter, and I'll perform the weighty matter. But you sisters that are out there, I mean, you're at a disadvantage because you got to be out there dealing with this on your own, but not really, because we give these classes, we go through all this stuff, and yet you'll still have sisters out there either trying to I think anybody who forces the marriage thing on somebody, especially like how can you honestly make any assessment on what somebody wants or likes? You know what I'm saying? That's why when people say, oh, I'll go by your blessing, D. Look, man, I don't get no magic bell that goes off in my head. Sometimes I look at something and I say, hey, this might be all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I did for you.
Absolutely.
And I got to be honest, it wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, I knew when the Spidey 10 singled. I just saw and I said, you know what, man? I said, Ruvain's come a long way. He's been through a lot of stuff. I think he's in a good space. I said, and this sister seemed kind of right up his alley as, certain things that he was looking for. But the main thing that I looked for was not so much looks or anything else, but I saw her offices and I saw the 5 things she wanted in somebody. And it wasn't this superficial crap. I'll accept fit. Like when people say fit or somebody who's not obese, that's reasonable to me, right? Somebody who would be a good provider. That's her nice way of saying, I want somebody who has stability, as far as income and stuff like that. That's okay to me, right? But when I see somebody like with the height thing, and it's like, and it's a narrow range, it's like superficial, right? Narrow range of height. I think if you have a broad range, then that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Carnally minded.
It's carnally minded. That's what it is. But read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so thou shalt have performed a weighty matter.
Right. So, as a father, you got to perform a weighty matter. You know what I'm saying? It says you marry thy daughter, meaning because you're the one that has to give the blessing for that, right? And it goes to show you how wonderful and how beautiful the foundation of marriage is, because I get to use my experience and my sense so that my daughter doesn't have to stress so much over if she's going to marry the right guy, because I'm going to give her a perspective that she might not be able to see because of her inexperience. How do most women nowadays know if a guy's all right or not? They've had a bunch of, I was going to say,
Wieners. What are wiener mobiles?
Yes.
They've had a bunch of wieners.
Cased and uncased.
Yeah, cased and uncased.
And then what that really creates is the alpha widows.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Always comparing the man.
Because a man, a high value man that's not really ready to settle down, and high value as far as superficially, because he's not high value if he's hoeing around.
Right.
You know, superficially, he'll sleep down.
Yeah.
He'll sleep downward.
That's why they think their value's higher than
Because
what
the past, that's and these
Right.
women think their value's higher because they might have pulled some 8,
An
9s, or
athlete.
10s
Right.
that didn't want to marry them.
Right.
He just wanted to have a good time.
Right.
So it creates this illusion, this delusion that they have a higher value and worth than they have because they pulled a lot of I keep wanting to say rods.
A lot of that.
Wieners, schnitzels.
Or sometimes it might not have been a lot of that, but it's the attention they get.
Yes.
And women, even ugly women get attention.
That's
Right.
If you're pretty, you get more options, so you get more attention. But you have to understand, by the very nature of you having a vagina, you're getting attention.
Right.
And this goes back to the dichotomy of men have to build their value, and it takes time. So their value really is maximized in their 30s if they did their thing right. And if they didn't and they stumbled along the way, it's in their 40s. But women's peak value is in her 20s.
Right.
And I would even say it depends on where you're at, but even early 20s, because she probably hasn't been, because once she goes to college, man,
Whoa, love.
you remember, bro, that dude made money. Girls Gone Wild. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, have mercy.
Millions.
That dude was a millionaire off of that stuff.
Yes.
And that was real stuff.
Real.
That was real stuff. I mean, you see these women out here
No
now, even of our
reality
own
show.
people. Don't just say that's just white girls.
Right.
Like that.
Nah, that was our people. Right?
There ain't no shame in any of that. I mean, this thing is much more complex than I think we sit down and assess, and that's why I say I think a lot of people, even in Israel, are just they're it's marriage, but they're not going into it for marriage and what marriage represents and what it's supposed to be. They're going into it for the multitude of reasons that you wanna, you know.
And that's
you
why
want
this is
a wet
important.
willy.
Right.
You want to wet your willy, and that's why you're running into it, right? And marriage is honorable, and you should seek it if you feel like you're built for it and that you can prove the right way to go through it.
But Deke, that's why we need these classes.
Right.
And don't put them on the shelf. Okay, I'm done.
Go ahead.
My rant.
Run it back 10 seconds, and then play it. Actually, just play it from the beginning. Let me stop talking, because we're gonna wrap.
Delusion calculators, a follow-up to Monday's post. The main utility for the female calculator is a reality check to women who seem to think there's an abundance of men 6 foot or taller and wealthy before the age of 40. But all the calculators can do is quantify basic demographic information, not actual looks or personality or important traits, which is why they're useless for men. Men don't care about a woman's income, and height is nowhere near as important to men. One woman in the comments stated that she was in the top 0.000 percentile of women, but she was a middle-aged single mom and mid to ugly, and she sincerely believes that she's one in however many million. The top 1% men her age, however, wouldn't look twice at her unless she's the waitress bringing another drink, which is the crux of the problem. This woman was mid at best, multiple kids, not a great figure, and probably a year or so away from menopause, but a moderately handsome guy with a decent income that really is in the top 1 or 2% demographic can date her but not form a relationship with her, precisely because she has such a wildly unrealistic view of her own mate value. So she keeps dating around, runs the body count up even more, which of course lowers her mate value, and she's never happy, and it's men's fault, oblivious to all the good men that would have married her if she wasn't so delusional.
And that's the cycle.
Boom, and that's the point.
The delusion.
And that's the point. You have an inflated sense of self. Your narcissism is beyond the reasonable limits, and you've bypassed all the men. And some men suffer from this too, but it's mostly women. And you've bypassed all the men that would have married you and would have been good husbands. Based on, because that could backfire on you, but again, it has to do with really tuning your sense of self and really understanding what is it that you want out of the marriage and from someone else. And that's why I say, I'm not saying settle, but sometimes you have to readjust your expectations as to what's available. And, you wind up, if you're doing it innocently, some do it just for fun and they take all the wieners. If you're doing it innocently, because, right, part of forming the relationship bond is that, at least in the world, you sleep with each other, right? At some point, however long you wait for that is what it is. But, and, you do this and you did it thinking that this was going to be somebody that you were going to be with. And in the end, it turns out that, you kind of just wasted your time. And it's just like a vicious cycle, basically, that they wind up in. So they're not unrealistic with their mate value. And then they run up their body count, which lowers their mate value. And meanwhile, all the while, they're just lowering their value. But yet they still have this delusion of what they bring to the table and what they're worth, so it's a lot to consider. Now, like I said, the offset is, if you're a sincere, genuine, because some sisters just here biding their time or looking for that husband. If you're a sincere, genuine, genuinely repenting, then the Most High will open up doorways for you. Let's not forget the spiritual aspect of this. But the same way you got to wait on your ministry, it's the same way you got to wait, right? Sometimes don't push it, right? That's why I say that based on what I saw with the delusion thing, I'd never remarry. But, if God has other plans, that percentage don't mean nothing for him.
Man's going out the Lord.
So I don't want to make it seem hopeless, but I just think you got to adjust expectations and delusions and things like that. And there was a question someone asked that I did want to answer, and I lost it. There was something that somebody said that caught my eye.
About the persecution?
Yes.
Yeah. It's what would be your advice for a woman to prepare, if not married, for the day of persecution?
Who says you have to be married for the day of persecution? That's my response to that. Where does that even come from? Who says you have to be married for the day of persecution? That's my first response. You have to have a husband? No. What scripture says that? None. Zero. So, nothing. My advice to you would be, get that in 1 Corinthians 7. Them that are unmarried will focus on the Lord. It's like in the 20s, I think, somewhere.
Yes.
Get that. This is what you do. You got it? You got the right verse? No? Let me look for it.
Sorry.
You jump right to it. It's somewhere in the 20s. Maybe 30s? Am I off? I think
what is it? How's it go?
Verse 29.
Yes. Start at 29.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But I say this, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Right? So if you have wives, it says you got to be at the mindset. Like I'll tell brothers who are struggling in their marriage, they're feeling away, right? I'm like, what are you here for? Are you here to live this Hallmark movie life? Or you're here you made a decision, you were hasty in your decision, you got married, okay. Now you got to live joyfully as the scripture command, because that's your portion in the vanity of the time that you're here. But it says, basically he's saying stop stressing over the marriage. Because what does he say right before that? Let's read verse 28.
Verse 28. And if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned.
Come on.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you.
Right before he says what we started reading in 29, he's letting you know, bro, you're going to have issues regardless.
Shall.
You do it right, you do it not right, you're going to have issues. It's just the degree of issues that you're going to have. But then he goes on and he says this.
But this I say.
But I say this. Come on.
Brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they have none.
Meaning, stop being, oh, I hate my marriage. I just wish I got this wife and He's saying, you better, even though, don't let those problems take your eye off what the prize is. Because many are going to not obtain the kingdom because they're not moving right in their marriage. Go ahead, come on.
And they that weep as though they weep not.
So, and he starts giving multiple examples. So even though you're mourning, you better move in a way. He's saying don't let those things make you stumble and err, that you forget what you're really here for, which is fear God and keep his commandments. Go ahead, come on.
And they that rejoice as though they rejoice not. And they that buy as though they possess not. And they that use this world as not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away.
That's the days of vanity. That's why he says you better off just living joyfully than being miserable. Go ahead, come on.
But I would have you without carefulness.
All right.
He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord.
Right. So if you're an unmarried man, if you're an unmarried woman, it says, guess what? You're going to be able to focus more on the Lord, right? So you're looking at it as I'm missing out. And I'm not saying don't seek the marriage. If that's something that you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, either way, you need to focus on the Lord. And when you're unmarried, you're going to be able to focus on the Lord more. Go ahead, come on.
How he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You brothers, whether it's in a positive way or a negative way, don't stumble because you found the woman of your dreams and you forget about the mission. And don't stumble because you married a dragon or somebody you're not happy with and you forget about the mission. Go ahead. Come on.
There is a difference.
No, that's it. That's all I wanted on that. So, there is no thing that says you got to be married against the day of persecution. Remember, there was a widow's fund.
Yes, there was.
And under a certain age, you wouldn't put somebody in the widow's fund because they were more likely to remarry, which means there were some who would not remarry. So you're telling me that the widows have to remarry against the day of persecution?
No.
No. So wherever that, and I'm not trying to knock you, sis, wherever that idea or that notion might have come from, it may have been a suggestion, but it's not a commandment. All right? And I'm going to make that clear. It's not something that you got to be married. All right? If you can contain, then contain. If you can't, then you can't. And I think it's easier for a woman to contain than it would be for a man in that regard, which is why men typically remarry, right? Because the urges that we have, that's why he says, it's better to marry than to burn. The urges, and it can apply to both sexes, but, a woman might, and then remember, a woman goes through the change too. And her desire might not be the same if she's not in an active marriage or relationship, right? So it makes it even easier for her when she's like, pre or peri or post-menopause. You know what I'm saying? Right? The hormones don't run the same. Her motivations are different, right? It might be more companionship than it is sexual. What I'm trying to say is that a man functions, keeps everything working all right, well into his late age, and he may just want,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, Deacon, I got a question. Give me Isaiah 32:2. So, I was there's no commandment, right, that says that during the day of persecution you need to get married. So, this scripture is. Let's read the scripture.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
So is this going into for like sisters that are delusional, thinking like I don't need a man, don't want a man, don't need a man, but in reality it's like, sis, not saying you gotta get married, but sis, you might need a man. You delusional, thinking. Does that make sense?
I don't know. Say it again. Read it again. I want to see what your point may say.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Yeah, but that's not talking about marriage exclusively. That's talking about you're going to find those prophets, right? And that's when that goes into one in Psalms where it says, in the shadow of the Lord, like trust in the shadow of the Lord. And then there's the other one that talks about under the wing. Oh, I can't remember.
Yes. Psalms 91.
Right. And how are you going to get that refuge, right? You're going to get that refuge because you're going to have prophets that are going to teach you that. That goes into the ISOT, that teachers and all of that. That's not exclusively a marriage. Does it say anything else about marriage, up or down on it?
No.
So it doesn't have to do with marriage. That's great.
Just goes into the women, and
right.
The women are careless, and daughters give ear. Yep.
But it's not really talking about women.
No. Oh, marriage. Right. No. Okay. Quick question. That was a quick question. I see what you're saying.
Remember, we're the bride to Christ. So it refers to us as woman, right? The woman clothed with the sun.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Zion is that comely woman. He compares us to a woman. So, all right. Especially that it's in Isaiah. That's not marriage advice.
Right.
Right. That's not marriage advice. But anyway, y'all, that's the show. All right. We left a lot on the plate. Hey, remember where we stopped with coverage and videos and everything else? Because we gotta, right? So next week. Oh no, we're not gonna have a show next week.
All right.
Everybody got to be prepping for traveling and everything. So, but we'll be back, Lord's will, the week after. We'll see if the Spirit moves me to go over something else, or we'll continue. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. We put a lot of stuff from social. We're always talking. I still have the things that I didn't talk about today. So maybe we carry on with that. We'll see what the title and everything else will be. All right. But hey, just because y'all knew in advance that we don't have a show, don't mean don't support the replay, y'all.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. Y'all stay in the spirit. Y'all stay strong. Stay safe. A lot going on in the earth. I wanted to talk about the Iran thing and give some stuff too. I didn't get into that.
Cloud Hammers.
Damn.
Just a little. I mean, I went over it when I did my class with Iran.
That
but,
thing is good, bro.
It was a little something that I was going to point out because there's a lot popping off again in the Middle East, but we'll see. Anyway, y'all, shalom, Most High Christ blessed. Go ahead.
Shalom, Most High Christ blessed. We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. Let us know how we did. Let us know how IT did. All right. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to IUIC Phoenix on YouTube, the Power Hour Plus on Instagram. We also have Spotify. We have Facebook, the Power Hour Plus at the Lost 144. What else we got? The Magni Badge of Dignity, the Booster Club. The Prophets are going to be traveling out soon, Lord's will. So make sure you are supporting the troops on that. So all praise to Most High. And with that, we say,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.